and they bought like a dog cam, and they would just have it around like the dog's neck as they were like going around the house, and then you could pay like money to like donate for the dog cam.
Flashback to Jeremy last week.
You know what would be my favorite thing? Is if we did like a mocap of Peyton coming out, like, but that was like our subscriber animation, so it's like... like
Shut the fuck up! We begin.
Perfect.
Alright, so last time you guys had a series of odd heart-to-hearts. Some more aggressive than others. Actually, no, they were all pretty aggressive. Yeah. Thinking about it, they were all... wasn't. That's true. And during some of those heart-to-hearts, it came out that Brenton was an undead, which was news to him, but apparently to nobody else in the party.
Yep.
Episode 23. Episode 23, Brenton comes out.
But I didn't know. We knew.
We all knew, bro. We all knew. From there, you guys had a bit more of a discussion about what constitutes evil. Is it the acts that they cause? Is it the being themselves? And came to the general consensus of, he hasn't stabbed us in the back yet, so we're going to let it lie. From there, you guys went to the meeting tree, which is about a half day's hike from the cabin you guys were staying at. On the way there, you guys ran into a encampment of ettercaps, which are these half-humanoid, half-spider creatures. No, do not think like mermaids. Think, flip that. More like humanoid in shape, but with spider appearances.
Minotaur.
Yes. Deciding, nope, fuck that, you guys took your time with a plus 20 to your stealth checks, because I was dumb and gave them both the NPCs. You guys managed to get around that issue and then make it to the meeting tree. While you were there's some investigating on the tree itself. It was seen that there were a ton of webs and stuff up and around it. And then there was a little bit of a fire mishap, but not too bad. And then on top of that, there were some dancing lights cast, which alerted the denizens of the tree. And from there, you guys rolled initiative, you had your combat, and all in all, kind of just kicked the shit out of those spiders. Spider zombies, and then more spiders. It was like a nesting doll of mobs.
Mm-hmm.
So, we pick up now with you guys outside the meeting tree, with death and decay just scattered about you. What do you guys do?
So the old hunt for landmines with a hammer trick, was it?
You know, didn't think it was going to be that loud, but at least we could see stuff.
Yeah.
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 I'm looking up in the tree to see if I see any other figures, bodies, or...
Oh, there's still bodies up there.
Motion.
Give me a perception check.
I'll look at one of the corpse ornaments on the big tree and shoot it with an Eldritch
14.
Blast.
You shoot it with an Eldritch Blast, and as it hits the carcass kind of tumbles down, hits the ground, and you see it starting to squirm. The arms itself aren't moving. It's not like it's trying to push itself up, but more like the skin is starting to roil from underneath.
Bang, 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 bang.
To continue firing, there's a small crater left where it used to be, and just a few dozen bodies of what would have become giant crypt spiders.
Mm-hmm.
14. The same as the body before, you do see some motion in the bodies themselves, but not as if it was intentional.
No.
It's not like the body itself is moving under its own accord. Hello, Bygone. Thank you.
Hi,
Oh, hello!
And not, no big spoilers?
No more big spooters. Nope.
Okay. Okay, well, now I guess we don't need to worry about being super careful walking through the hole.
I did that for us. Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, good job with the blasting. Like, you really like got like a quick trigger finger. What's the saying? I don't know. Good job.
These thumbs
I'm
move.
I'm trying to give you a compliment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it.
Telepathically communicate to our elf friend and say, keep an eye.
So apparently,
Peeled.
each of the bundles is live. So
I mean, it seems like
or it might just be safe to assume each of the bundles is live. Like
can
that
like
one.
we look around and see if any of them are moving other than the one that was.
That's what I just did.
Yeah,
Oh,
already been done, and
Okay.
it seems like it is.
They're wriggling, but nothing like immediate. Like, if we poke at the tree more, they'll probably come down. But if we just
Should we try
got
to
any more firebolts?
thin them out proactively, or are we?
I think
think-
we should just go
I
inside
think
the
we
tree.
should just go in.
Yeah,
at
because
this
Alright.
we
point.
took care of everything out here.
We took care of the big bad.
So,
which
like-
was big. Can I go inspect the big dead spider?
Yeah,
Take a
no
look at
problem.
it.
That's a good point.
Can we milk it?
That's possibly what I was thinking about doing.
I've heard spider milk is nutritious.
I
similar
would like
to.
to.
Goat milk.
I would like to milk.
It has a
the
kind of
spider.
tangy taste.
Spider cheese.
All right, so
I'm just imagining the
Biome
spider.
that doesn't count. You actually have to spend it. That said, though, so to be able to harvest parts, things like that, even if it's just toxins, it's still going to take a survival roll.
Okay.
So go and give me a survival check.
Okay, I would either
Oh.
want to milk it or I would want to cut the pincers / fangs off.
Can I want Sticks to see what he's doing and to go over and help him with his roll.
Take it at advantage.
Thank God it was advantage. 17. The other one was a
17.
1.
Damn. Oh wait, that reminds me. I gotta
Thank
go
you,
get the
Bion.
alcohol.
The second roll was
I
a
got a
1.
96.
You got a 96. I
Yeah.
will write that down. Hey, I'm more than happy with a 96. So,
Is that for the
though?
item or for an encounter?
That's for the encounter.
Oh, thank fuck.
Hello.
Thank you.
There is Kazool here.
Oh yeah,
So,
we were talking about. Bygone will
17.
appreciate this. We were talking about maybe doing like $5 for like a shot. That's like a random D6 for one of us.
Who gets
Ooh.
it?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if somebody donates like $5, we'll do like a random shot.
I like that.
Yeah,
Or 500 bits or the
Yeah,
equivalent. Yeah,
I
we're
think
talking
we
about
cut
that.
it at before break though. You can't
Yeah.
do that after
Yeah.
break.
all right. So, words. 17. I need to look at my own harvesting rules really quick. Sorry, I didn't have them ready. I don't know why I thought you guys
If you want-
weren't going
if
to
you-
do this.
if you want to if you want to settle
Um,
back to it later,
I need
it's
you to
fine.
go and roll me a D100 though,
Oh,
because that is important for this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do it in chat.
no.
So like while this is going on, I think I would like probably just roleplay a little bit with Sail. It's like
That is a 69.
is it
Nice.
actually?
Yes.
Can we get a nice? Can we get a nice in the
Can we get
chat?
some nices?
That is
Andrew,
a
instead of
solid-
it being a 100, can it be just one number possible to get legendary quality?
That's about. Come on.
That's a nice
Neither
roll.
confirm nor deny.
You get the whole spider. It just follows you now. It's alive.
It raises from the dead.
It's yours.
Yeah.
It's your friend.
You're a vampire, it's a zombie spider,
Yeah.
but like peanut butter and chocolate, it gets up, it likes you. There you go.
So that legitimately becomes a 99 with everything added together.
Okay.
So it's your survival check, and then your D100.
Okay.
So with survival check of 17, you get a plus 30 to your D100 roll,
Mhm.
Okay.
which makes it a 99.
Okay.
It is only a CR2 though, meaning it becomes a rare. So you have rare grade poison.
Rare.
Which is like ridiculous
Rare.
that you got it out of something that
grade.
squishy.
Like a vial's worth, we'd say.
You have a vial's worth of rare grade poison.
Wait, I'll look that up later.
That is not something you can look up.
Oh, okay.
You can manually
It's-
type it into your inventory.
It's something that you're going to have to go, like, alchemical tools or a poisoner's kit and distill down
Okay.
into something viable to use.
Okay.
I
That's
might
still good though.
I might be able to
very
help
good.
you make that spider milk into spider cream later if you want.
I feel like Styx was
I don't
just
want
like
these. I don't want this
he
at
saw Brenton get out like a vorporal dagger. Is that how you say it? And
A
about to
vorpal.
like cut into this thing, and he's like, maybe you want to make a cut here.
I don't remember why I have proficiency in survival, but I do. So
Yeah. Why not?
half elf shit. All right.
I
So-
have at least half proficiency in everything.
I'm getting there, pretty close.
The two of you guys were talking.
We.
Yeah, so good job blasting them, but this tree,
Yeah.
and then like twang, and then like hush, you know, like they're. Why are we here again? Like, what's the purpose of being here besides finding the kids? Do we think that they would survive?
Twang thought it was important before he lost his memory,
Okay,
so
so we're just chasing old leads.
and he was on the trail for the same job we are. So I think the natural.
I just know that we're like on that time limit.
Is
Yes.
is Hush within
Yeah.
earshot of
I
this?
think if we clear this tree, at the very least, and we have, like, we did this, we found the person who was sent on the job previously, we investigated the town and there are severe memory issues. High Elven Queen Lady of the Forest. Your governor of the town has amnesia and doesn't remember that kids went missing.
Well, I was more
And-
so saying, do you think this is like a promising lead for finding the kids?
Yeah,
And,
I
like,
think
what happens if they're dead?
I think them being dead was an assumed potential outcome of this.
Okay, so we really just
we-
want to like clear out this tree, get out and go home. 30-minute adventure.
Hush.
Yeah.
Hush is gonna
Yeah.
walk up to this conversation, and where is Azmira, whatever her name is?
Eslin?
Aislane.
Currently, you see that she is looking out at the tree line.
Okay.
She has her back to you guys and is making sure the perimeter is covered.
Excellent. Hush is going to walk up and be like, yeah, you know, Twang thought it was important, and then he's going to pull the journal out of his pack and hand it to Lolax and say, there might be something that I'm looking for, you know, as well, and just kind of try and make it known, like kind of open it a little bit to the page that's missing, and then hand it to you, like almost like a finger in the page, and then hand it over to you, and then walk away towards Twang and Islane to
Can I-
try and keep them, and then
Can I inspect this like journal? Is like, so the page that's torn, it like, what does it look like when you see how is it obvious that it's missing?
it was pretty neatly ripped.
So, it's not like a perforated journal in the sense that, you know, like we have nowadays, like the spiral notebook.
Mhm.
It's a
Right?
leather-bound book.
It's a leather-bound book, which means that the area that it was torn from, there's just little bits of jagged paper where the binding should be, which also leaves binding open.
Okay. Hey, Sail, do you have locate object?
No,
Okay.
unfortunately, I don't know if I can learn that, but I can try.
Yeah, maybe Styx might be able to do it. I'm not sure, but
Maybe,
If I
there's
remember
like
right.
there's like small pieces of stuff left here, and it's of the same material. Maybe we could try to find like that missing page.
I already
through-
looked into it a little bit.
I
I'll
think that
talk
only
with it when they
works
talk
like
with me.
nearby-ish, if that kind of works the way my locate magic works. So if it got torn out here, that might be helpful. Wait, when did we get a?
We didn't. You can spend bits to change.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, why was I not informed?
Why are his glasses on wrong?
When did we get sunglasses?
Ludwig wears his sunglasses on at night.
Ludwig got them clout goggles.
Ludwig's eyes are a little red.
A little bit. But I don't know. This was a sneaky handoff, so we're kind of like
Also, while this is happening,
shoulder to shoulder.
I'm just gonna be talking with Eslaine and Twang about like, okay, what's our next step? Like, what are these things? Just trying to like make conversation and
Trying to keep them distracted.
like not distracted. Like I'm not purposefully trying to hide it. I'm just trying to let it so like Lolax and Sayo can talk about what was just handed off to them because
Which would be keeping them distracted.
Yes.
yeah.
I'm not trying to do the thing that's gonna make you do a roll. I'm just
It's
trying
not
to do
like-
something convenient.
It's not like flavor, you know.
I want to,
Go and give me a deception check.
while they're doing this, I just
For
want to
real?
be as close to
Yeah.
the mouth of the entrance as I can, just inspecting it. And,
We'll get to that in a second.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm doing something while everything else.
Let me hold on. Let me think real hard, real fast. Nope. I need to have all the pieces. If I had the pieces, I might be able to fix it. Because I
Okay.
don't think just like going blah, 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 and like that's gonna get the page back with the words on it, you know.
Okay. Can I like read through the like? This is the first time this journal's been like handed off to me. Can I like read through it and see if like I can piece anything together about this tree?
About the tree. So we
Do you
can go
want-
back over it. It is currently in the Discord under the Fallen King.
I know that, but I was looking for more like the high level summary of it rather than like needing to like go
Right.
through it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You read over it, and essentially it is a journal starting when Twang's realized that he had memory loss.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually starts out in Grossmont, and then talks about speaking with Mayor Orphandris, who directed him to go towards like the manor at one point in time. Checking out the manor, nothing was really there. Then from there, he thinks that he lost quite a few days, but he wound up at the hermit's house, and then spoke with them for a while. Then after that, he wound up at sorry. Yeah. Entry 4 is completely torn out.
I want to try something.
Entry 5, after that, says that he woke up next to a half-elven woman, which you can assume is Eslaine. He defines her a little bit more, like the things that she has on her, but eventually comes to the conclusion that just like, well, if she wanted to kill me, she could have. So she's obviously not trying to hurt me. And then after that, when entry 7 would be, you guys have taken his journal since then, so...
Because we've been here. He doesn't need to write it down, will he?
He doesn't need to remember things.
Yeah, we'll remember it for him.
It seems like there's a missing page, and then suddenly he finds, and then I'm gonna like do it in a hushed tone, but like, Islaine.
13, by the way.
For your deception. Alright, Eslaine seems none the wiser, but your brother is looking at you oddly.
I have a few things I'd like to try. None with the book, really.
Okay.
I don't know what to make of it, but I'll be honest. If I just between the two of us, part of the reason I immediately didn't really like Eslaine is I had a moment of like one of us is gonna need to change. Right, like one of us, like we're wearing the same we showed at the party wearing the same outfit, and like red, chestnut-haired half-elf, interested in the Fae, and like going on an event, like it just
Hit too close to home.
yeah. So
Yeah. Do you want me to take care of it?
run interference. No, no. Run interference. Keep an eye out, maybe. But
Okay,
I don't
alright.
think. Up until the point she's no longer willing to put her.
Sale, I spend a lot of time in the
Cross-
courts. I've
yeah.
seen a lot of people wear the same outfits, some pettier than others.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to be subtle.
Okay. All right. I want to. You remember how I poked Brenton earlier and was like, "Oh, that's kind of weird."
Yeah.
I want to do that to the tree now that we're standing next to it.
Oh yeah. That
And
makes sense.
I'm going to take a minute to think about memory-eating monsters and just
Memory eating.
like
You-
what
like you're
what
worried
could
that-
possibly be doing that? You
Are you
know?
worried about like if you touch the tree that it might do that?
No.
Okay.
Just wondering, like, if I trying to go through like all the old stories that I heard back home. All the tall tales and monsters. There were so many. I forgot a lot of them because like the person who'd tell it would be there for a week, spending all their pay, and then be gone, and I'd never see him again. You know, so I only heard that story.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I'm gonna touch the tree, and so if you want to read the book or discuss the book with anybody else, I think that'd be a good time to do it.
I think I've gotten about all that I can get out of it. I'm just gonna slip it back to Hush.
Mm-hmm.
All right. While you guys are having that conversation, you're over there speaking with your brother and Eslaine. You're investigating the tree.
I am at the base of the entrance, peering inside, looking around, seeing how far I can see in with my 60 feet of dark vision, seeing what I see.
So looking through the doorway, it is legitimately like looking at a wall of jet black. It's like Vanta black. Even with your dark vision, you cannot see through this doorway.
Put my hand through it.
Goes through.
I'm gonna put my head through it.
All right. You poke your head through, and you see that there is a pit right on the other side of this threshold.
Hello. Do I see how far down it goes?
Looks like right at the end of your dark vision, so you can just see the bottom, so about 60 feet.
Pull out a ball bearing and drop it down there.
You pull it out and drop it. It takes a second, and then ting, ting, ting. It matches the visual.
Okay.
As you look into the rest of the space itself, you see that the inside of this tree seems to be majorly hollowed out. There are 4 doorways that also seem to have the same Vanta black effect on them. Okay. And in the center, there's a pedestal that seems to be made out of the tree itself.
So, poking my head through, pit, pedestal, door.
Correct. The area itself is probably about 60 feet in diameter.
Okay.
So the pit in front of you is about 10 feet deep, so you'd have to do a pretty good jump across.
Uh-huh.
But after that, you're in.
Okay. Okay, I'll walk back to...
Did Hilda fall in the pit?
Everybody fell in the pit,
Okay.
except for Blinky, who read the message.
Mm-hmm. Which isn't there.
It is.
Oh,
I didn't see
okay.
anything at the bottom.
It was the
Oh, we read it
Yeah.
last session.
I didn't
Right.
see anything at the bottom of the pit, right?
No, it just seems like a flat surface.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the group and then kind of pipe up. Be like, hey, there's a giant hole right when you walk through. So, we need to go through very slowly, carefully. It's about a 10-foot jump.
Good shout.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
you want me to like
I was
get in there and
I mean, I can just walk across the wall, so I'm fine.
I was gonna poke the tree like I poked you earlier and see
Oh.
if there's any.
There's also a
Extraness.
pedestal inside there made of the tree, and then you know how like you're looking right at that hole and it's like pitch black.
Yeah.
You have to look through and then you can actually see the inside. There's 4 other doors inside there like that. So
Weird.
Yeah. So gonna need to go in there and do some digging,
All right.
but I think should probably.
So, is Lane next to Styx and Hush, like having a conversation still?
Yeah.
So they're like kind of away from those two.
A little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna try to insert myself into that conversation. What would I be hearing?
oh, I was trying to talk about the spiders and like what they saw when they were here before, because this is where they met, right?
Yeah.
Like ask them, okay, so like is it in there? Where in there? Like were these spiders here before? Like how
Yeah.
the other kind of stuff.
So Twang doesn't remember anything
Yes.
specific. He's just like, I just remember the tree and that there were threats. He seems a little confused. But Eslaine, she seems a little bit more concrete, but also she's I don't remember there being spiders. Not like this, at least.
Can I do like a perception or insight check on that?
On her?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So
What would you prefer?
Insight.
Insight.
She's hard to read.
I was gonna do a bit of like tall tales or talking to my
why you
my
choking?
patron about like things that go bump in the night and should be avoided. Monsters that eat memories. Do I know anything about that?
You can give me a survival check. It's going to be pretty high DC.
Survival, not history.
In this case, survival or nature, your choice.
I don't know why I was asking for history instead of survival. I get more to survival. So,
I mean, yes. History.
22.
22. So like I said, it's a pretty high DC.
Yep.
You don't get an exact name
Fair.
for this beast, but you do know that there are plenty of aberrations that tend to do this. And the reason that there's no real name is that
They
they're-
can't be remembered.
correct.
Mhm.
So there are small settlements that will just go dark to the outside world. And then because they're small settlements, and
It's like,
everyone's
whatever.
just like, oh, well, we'll get to it when we get to it because they're not that important to us.
We'll send 2 people and then they
Those
don't
2
get heard
people.
from.
Right, exactly.
Mhm.
Kind of like what happened here.
Yep.
There's no name for it, but this trend that is happening seems to start clicking and aligning. Some people would call it colloquially like a false hydra.
Oh.
Why?
I literally talked about wanting a false Hydra. Wait.
Sael's just sitting there like,
That also might not be quite right.
yeah. That wasn't what Colby was thinking, but I know that name and I've seen a thumbnail with a picture on it that I'm like, ah.
They're so cool. They're so
They're very
fucking
cool.
cool.
So
There are other beings that are kind of closely related to mind flayers and what's the word I'm looking for? Beholders
mhm,
that will kind of set up base in a small town,
right.
and eventually people just start to lose their memories. Things start to go missing, things like that. With the 22, what you would remember is that they're normally located near bodies of water.
Uh-huh.
So you guys are in the middle of a forest,
Mm-hmm.
so probably not here.
So,
The nude?
would I have understood?
Also with a 22,
Yeah.
you will put it together. It seems that there's a range to this ability.
Mm-hmm.
The longer that you guys have been, like, the further away you got from Grossmont, the less that the whispers and stuff were affecting you. The only person that seemed to have been affected last night was Brenton. But that seems odd.
Mm-hmm. So it appeared to be the effect was stronger nearish to Grossmont. Alright. And would Sael have understood the salamander to be aberrant?
No.
Okay. Just dark magic-y spewing,
Just big creature.
water-dwelling large creature.
You had a vision of this creature from Majra.
Yes.
You know that was originally Fey.
But it was warped.
It seems to have been warped.
So my Sael's jumping logic would then be that the dark magic warping that has happened did not originate with the salamander, but would be probably closer to where the salamander is, as opposed to in a tree. But it's not like being here and checking out a apparently rapidly increasing population of spiders in an important Fey location is a bad thing. So Sael's not really going to say too much about we need to turn around. Like, for a job, like, yeah, we should probably head back and get this knocked out. But for
This is important.
big
too.
Fey tree, for Fey boy, we should probably stick around.
Fey boy, and Fey girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fey fanboy.
Telepathically, I'm going to tell everybody I'm going in. I walk in.
All right. You guys are discussing between the rest of you, and you hear that all the party leaders essentially.
It's Hush, Eslane, me, and Sail.
Right. So you see them all kind of perk their heads as you look over, and Brenton goes into the dark.
Oh,
Also, really quick, it was a 18 plus 6 for insight.
She seems completely genuine.
Okay.
And I'm just going to...
I had 2 neurons connect, and then it was like, Well, that's not
Brain
what I was
blast.
expecting.
Say was starting to like scratch the bark for identify slow, but I saw that and was like, well, fuck. And I was like, we're going in.
That was secure.
You could have kept that.
Glass window.
Takes me 10 minutes while you wander around inside by
Now's not
yourself,
the time.
Yeah.
splitting the party. Big brain strats.
So as everybody like kind of perks their heads up and then like starts looking over towards the tree, I'm like, what? What's going on?
I shouted, we're going in.
I know, but like in between that time,
Brenton went in. He's in the tree.
Okay, all right, let's go.
Wait,
I'm gonna.
We might need to jump. There's a pit right inside the door.
I'm glad you said something because I was just about to like run and jump in there.
I could
I'm
tell.
standing
Yeah.
on the ceiling, facing the black.
The ceiling goes quite a ways up. It is literally like a 90-foot
Can
tall
I go
ceiling.
in the pit and then be straight like this, looking up?
So, just for fun's sakes, marching order. We have Brenton.
Styx will take the head and fly in.
All right.
I'll poke my head in, like, all right, everybody, hold up. All right, Brenton, where did you go, like, telepathically?
I'm like this, and then I go. My upper torso.
You see a Brenton diving board pop up for a moment.
Like,
Jump
Hi.
scare
so that's the whole.
That's the whole.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Um,
in the hole.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not in the hole.
go in and then I'm gonna cast. Well, you know what? Anybody mind if I cast Dancing Lights, the cantrip that apparently can kill a party?
well, you already did it earlier, so you.
So I'm good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do Dancing Lights in either direction, so that
Sure.
way we can see like maybe how tall the ceiling is, and then like the bottom of the pit, see if there's like skeletons or things that might tell a story.
Cool. As you guys all file in, Styx, you fly in, you land down next to the pedestal, and the rest of you guys make your jumps across. Lolax comes in and starts casting dancing lights and lights the area up. As you look down in the pit itself, you see Brenton sitting there like a diving board, but beyond that, besides dust, actually seems quite clean down there. Looking around some more, the ceilings go up to about 90 feet at the peak of a dome, almost like this section was carved out of the tree itself. The diameter continues to be about 60 feet across, and you see 4 doors. Each of these doors has a sylvan rune on the keystone of each of the archways, and there is a pedestal in the middle.
All right. Well, that looks like the place to go to. So this diving board, how far down is it?
It's about 60 feet down.
The
diving
pit.
board.
I'm literally like right there. Like
You could
this.
walk across them.
You could walk across me
Can I walk across you?
if you think the diving board's not gonna bend. Then try.
I mean, you're pretty strong though, right?
No, not one bit.
Okay.
I am gonna hop across the pit.
I'm going to kind of look down.
Are you afraid of heights too, Lolax?
You know what?
I kind of. It's pretty easy to be afraid of heights when you can't fly.
I'm gonna be like I'm gonna like fly in, kind of try and inspect the walls around, kind of high up, maybe get a vantage point. You have a point. Even fledglings get scared of heights.
I'm not scared of heights. It's just that it's inside of like a magical tree and it's pretty high up.
There's a big
And,
dark
like-
pit that they could have fallen down. I'm not surprised that they're a little upset
Like
about
it seems like this was a trap.
Yeah. Well, it did say a leap of faith, so I think
Oh,
Do you
we're
think-
supposed to just make the jump in logic that we have to jump through the door.
Do you think it's like a puzzle or like a test of faith that we have to do?
I think it's just to test your ability to follow instructions or interpret the meaning from the like speak friend and enter.
Oh man, I wish we brought Riddle with us.
Oh fuck.
Point of contention here, or question: how do we get sent across?
He jumps.
Yeah, it's just a jump.
Okay.
This man has the upper body strength of a Greek god.
Okay.
He literally gets a running running, a rolling start on his board, and then pops an ollie right over you.
Okay, split.
Wait, can I roll for a kickflip for
No,
Andre?
Andre's not here.
Fuck.
Okay.
Andre, if you're
Unless it's
listening,
combat.
roll a d20 if you're listening and tell us what you got so that we can say if you did a kickflip over the gap.
My joke didn't really go very well, so I'm gonna climb out of the hole.
You're like, haha, and everyone's just like, mm-hmm.
Everybody's like,
We have more important things to do.
like, oh, you can climb.
All right.
Vampires walk on walls, birds fly.
What would you all like to do?
I'm gonna go inspect the pedestal.
I guess we'll
Yeah,
all inspect the
that's what I
pedestal.
would
Yeah.
want to do.
All right.
Everybody except for Sticks will stay above and
did
kind
we
of keep
all
an eye out.
notice the symbols?
So on the far side of this circular room, the symbols are on the keystones of the archways leading to the other doorways.
I'm gonna point that out to Sayil since
Uh,
I know he can speak Sylvan.
Quick question: where are? Oh, never mind. I found it.
What do the runes appear to be communicating?
They are elements.
Mm-hmm.
It says air, earth, water, and fire.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. I'm gonna point at the water gate. I think that's the one we need to go through.
Okay. Hush is gonna
But what about
speak
this
up.
one? And then
You're-
I'm gonna point to the fire one.
That's one's the worst one
What? Why?
because we said
Hush is gonna
not that in the tree.
Hush is going to speak up and like say which each gate is and say, Sayil, you might be a little bit biased.
Yes.
So what does the pedestal say? Hush is gonna walk over to the pedestal and
Do you want to pop out 100 feet up in the air, deep underground, or on fire? No, we can all swim though.
That is not necessarily
all
what it means.
breathe.
Have you met? Okay, we have a. There is one point here. that
I
we need to
believe
make.
in you, and if you believe in the me that believes in you, you'll be okay again.
Yep.
Your drill is the drill that will pierce the heavens.
So the pedestal.
Of course.
Right. You see them devolve into this argument for a moment as you and Estlane are checking out this pedestal. Sorry. I'm still thinking about, do you want to pop up 100 feet underground or in water? We can all swim.
But like, it's like, that was a fluke.
So the pedestal is kind of rustic in nature. It looks like it was grown out of the tree itself, so it really just winds up being kind of this almost hourglass shaped stump.
Mhm.
And then right on top of the stump is what looks like a chest made out of like nice wood. There's 4 locks
Oh.
on any sides of the chest. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do each of the locks have like a distinction to them, or are they the same kind of lock?
They all have corresponding symbols.
Excellent.
I'm gonna look at Estlane and say, "Did you make it this far? Does this all seem familiar, or is this all new?"
You're gonna knock on them.
She kind of starts to look around, and then she looks down the pit. And she goes, "Well, that's where I found Twang,
Oh.
and so I didn't really go much further than here."
Question:
God.
Is there a symbol over the one we came through?
No.
Okay, just the 4.
Yep.
Well, normally,
And then the
question.
leap of faith. Yeah.
normally I would try to pick this, but I have a really distinct idea that I can't.
What? Like
Is it?
looking at the ornate chest with 4 locks and the 4 doors, I'm like,
This smells like some fey shit. Hey, Sticks.
Yeah.
Can you unlock things magically?
I'm gonna fly down. I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna, think about like my morning and like what I was thinking I would encounter. I'm like, didn't really think the tree would just have a chest in the middle
That's
of
a
it.
fair point. I was just, covering the bases. I think we
You think you can chop wood?
chop wood.
I think that'd be a horrible idea.
No.
You think that's not a magic box?
I mean, we could try to melt the locks off.
That's also a bad
we should.
idea.
Okay, we should probably not mess with the chest. But how big is it? Like,
The chest is not very large at all. It's about
Like a Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest.
the size of that humidor. So it's like
Are,
1.5 wide by foot tall and 6 inches deep.
are the symbols on the chest in the same order as the symbols on the doors?
No, because the symbols on the doors are in a semicircle, where the ones on the chest are on a cube. So they wouldn't align anyway.
Oh, so when I asked, I said, we came through here, pedestal, door.
Yes.
Okay. So, like, do they go from left to right in the same order?
Well, it's on one
if
side
you're-
of each of the boxes.
If you're looking at a cube, then it'd be on either face of the cube.
Oh, got
So
it.
it wouldn't matter.
Okay.
Like, if you turned it 90 degrees, then it's all misaligned. It's still misaligned.
Got it.
Still misaligned.
Okay.
Like,
I thought it was like a lock and then they're boom, 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 boom.
no.
That's
So
what I thought.
Also, well, Styx is going to think a little bit more, kind of like look at it. He's like, I mean,
I'd like
Brenton.
to try two things. I don't know if you can do one of the things.
Oh yeah, what is it?
I'm just gonna see what flavor of magic is coming out of the box.
Okay.
That'll take 10 minutes, and then I was gonna poke the box to see what exactly it was and what it do, and that'll take another 10 minutes.
What would you like me to do?
If you could see what flavor of magic it is, if you have the ability to do that, or somebody does, that'd be amazing.
I
Cut
could
that down
make
by-
an Arcana check on it.
Cut that down by 10 minutes of waiting, you know?
Can I make an Arcana check on the box?
Can I go to the doors?
You can. It's not going to tell you what the spell and everything is on it. It will just tell you, like, the spellcraft was in this language, and it seems to denote vaguely these things.
Sure, fuck it, why not? 16.
Wait, what are you doing?
16?
Arcana
Alright.
check.
The spellcraft is in Sylvan. The etching and stuff is in Sylvan. And it seems to denote, do you speak Sylvan?
I do probably not, since that has never come up before with the need to.
Can Hush aid him?
No.
No.
It's about him putting the
Yeah.
things together.
Okay.
I
You
always...
do not?
I do not.
Alright, then you can tell that the script is written in Sylvan, and it probably has to do with the turning of the key. And those series together will probably unlock the box magically.
I go by the rule of thumb that if you say it before the roll,
Yeah.
then...
Can I approach the
Yeah.
fire gate?
I'm gonna relay that to
Lolex,
Yeah.
him.
I don't... Can we go through a not that one first?
If you're gonna suggest water again, I'm gonna slap you.
Can we meet in the middle and go with air?
Okay.
Alright?
I'm okay with that.
How-
Well, what if we're really high up?
How we just poke our head in?
How about this? How about this? Styx is gonna like think. He's gonna be like, okay, there's this really.
I'm gonna shift over towards the air gate instead.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Can we
Okay.
take 10 minutes, please?
Yeah, sure.
There is something I can do that's kind of complicated and very vague, and it probably wouldn't help us unless we have a very specific course of action.
I
So
just-
let's not...
And
do
then
that.
Probably
he's
not
going
do
to
it.
describe augury to them.
Yeah, right.
No.
Okay.
No,
think-
okay, so basically, if you know what augury is, it's basically I cast a spell with what we are planning
You
to
ask
do,
her
and
yes
then,
or no.
yeah, and
basically.
the DM will either say wheel and woe or nothing, and Andrew could literally just decide to say like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, we would need to decide on what we plan to do first.
I
So
think we-
he was gonna say like I could say like, okay, we can pick the locks.
It's not pickable.
You don't know that. So, you guys all have a lot of different ideas. At this point in time, everybody roll me a d20, and we're going to go around the table.
Okay.
That way we can keep this in some sort of order, because you guys keep over-talking each other, and this is going to take forever if you do it.
Whew,
Not.
not good. 7.
14.
13.
Colby, what do you like to do?
I'll identify the box.
Are you doing the ritual?
Yes.
Alright. I will get to you at the end of this round order then.
Very
And
well.
then before you second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna quickly ask everybody. I can just ask for augury. It's just gonna be expensive, but I'll cover the cost for that.
Let's
it just
get
takes some gold.
Let's get a better idea, like poke our head through the door, test the flavor of the box, that kind
Okay.
of stuff, and then we'll
So
do the
can
spency.
Styx fly over to the doors?
Where Lolax was about to poke their head through.
Oh.
Continue. There's a reason we're doing it this way now.
Okay. I'm gonna fly over to the air door.
Okay.
And I'm going to poke my head through and look around.
Alright. You poke your head through, and it seems almost like a actually like a stone cavern.
Like super open, way more open than what we're currently in.
The dimensions do not make sense.
Like it, because we're in a tree, but it's like this
Right.
massive.
And from the outside in, it makes sense that this opening for like the main chamber would exist, right?
But past that.
But past that, this extra door, it's like another 60-foot chamber.
And it's ground level.
Yeah, physically, that shouldn't make sense at all. But as soon as you poke your head in, you're almost deafened by just howling wind. But there's nothing you really see.
Okay. I'm gonna pull my head back, feathers ruffled, try and collect myself, and like think about what's going on, and then wait to
Alright.
tell everybody.
Lolax.
So I wanted to just check and see if the door's like knob or whatever was open to like see like how it like if there was like a lock or some riddle that we had to solve to get in, and then I just see Sticks stick his head in, and I'm like, I wouldn't have done that myself, but now I know. And can I see through the door now that it's like opened presumably somehow?
It is. It's more like a Vanta Black membrane, right? So you see them poke their head through. Their head to you disappears.
Okay.
So you can't see whatever portion of them is on the other side. But as soon as they pop their head back through, they're back.
Head's still there.
Not an
Good.
actual door, like a doorway.
That's why I was describing it as an arch.
It's a portal.
Okay. So I would like to cast Mage Hand, and then I would stick my head through as well.
Okay.
And look for any kind of object that's inside there. Is there anything like nearby?
Give me a perception check.
15 plus. You said perception, so 16.
16.
Yeah.
You start to look around, and it looks deceptively barren. You have the same howling winds that almost deafen you as you poke your head through. Though you do notice that, almost like it's been eroded, there's a line that goes across almost the middle of this cave.
Which door?
Air.
So, like, there's a channel of wind that's carving stuff through? Is that what you're
You
saying?
can infer that.
Okay. Which direction is it carving?
From your viewpoint, poking your head in, it'd be like right to left. So almost like it'd create a wall.
Okay. So if I look towards the originating direction of the wind, do I see anything that would be potentially creating this wind?
No.
Okay. And so is there anything flammable inside of this door?
In the door? No. It's like a stone cave. It is a barren cave. It's kind of odd.
So, Sticks, can you hear me? I'm not sure if his head's out yet.
You can hear each other.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but nothing in there is flammable, right?
I don't know how to answer this without a rash decision coming shortly after.
See, I kind of want to cast Firebolt 240 feet in the direction that the wind is coming from.
We're still technically in a tree, even though this doesn't
I know.
make a ton of sense.
I wanted a second opinion because I know I'm going to get yelled at, regardless of what I do here.
We're still technically in a tree, even though it doesn't quite make sense.
I
don't want to walk through here yet.
No, and I don't want to. Originally, I was like, Air, maybe it's like a test, Saya wanted to go through the water door, you wanted to go through the fire door. Maybe it was something that had to do with the strength of elements that we may control. But I'm not gonna lie. You see birds flying around in a tornado very often?
No.
Yeah, there's a point. There's a reason. Let's maybe take a look at the other doors, see if it seems like a test that we need to pass, and then figure out if there's a way to pass each test.
Do you think there's anything else that we can figure out beyond just poking our heads in? Because I feel like there might be something which then we could maybe decide the order we want to go in later. I kind of just want to know what's making the wind.
Styx is just gonna think back to entering the tree and be like, maybe it's just a leap of faith. And then he's gonna hold his holy symbol and then kind of contemplate.
Do I just see like a holy symbol like pop through the Vanta Black?
I imagine you see it holy symbol first, and then the rest of Stick's head.
I'm
the
like,
holy symbol.
no. I'm not like going in. I'm just like holding it, like thinking, like not like.
I wasn't thinking you were jumping in.
Okay.
For the record.
Okay, but yeah. Why don't we confer with everybody and maybe take a look at some of the other doors?
All right, we can.
Because there's
Yeah.
four. There's three others. So.
Yeah, but one of them's scary, and the other one seems fine.
Wait, the other one seems fine.
Yeah, the fire one seems great.
Oh, what did you see in that one?
I haven't seen anything in there because I've only poked my head in this one.
It's just fire.
I'll just go over there and poke my head in real quick, and then I'm gonna walk over there, poke my head through, and end my turn.
Cool. Brenton.
So 3 steps. What I want to do. First, what's Estlane doing?
Estlane seems to be very interested in the pedestal along with Sail, but they don't seem to be casting magic.
They're not
It
doing.
looks more like they're looking at the actual script work itself.
Okay, what's Twang doing?
Twang is kind of monitoring their brother and Estlane.
Okay.
You see that they have their 2 people, and they don't know why this is important.
So I'm gonna communicate telepathically to the people that have it, and tell them I have 2 theories based on the doors. First is the obvious one we're all thinking of, is that we've said people respective to each element should go through and handle what's in there to get whatever we need to open this chest. But what if it's the inverse? What if it should be the other way around? That the first person you should think of to go in and deal with something to do with this element is not who you should send through, because they're not the best suited for it. For example,
Feathers burn.
just for example, Styx obviously would be the best person to send through for the air thinking first. But what if that's not the case? What if because they can fly, they could get blown away? I can be rooted to a wall or a surface or anything. What if, in that case, I would be the best person to go through? I'm just saying, think of it retrospectively or whatever in that manner, is maybe the obvious choice is not the person to deal with the problem.
I noticed Lolex and Styx poke their heads through the door at the same time, so I think all of us should go through the door.
I'm just saying that I'm not saying send one person in each thing simultaneously. That just maybe the person that comes first to mind to deal with each element is not who would be the best suited, or maybe the person intended.
You make a good point. We'll have to figure that out here in a
But
second.
I don't think we should do anything until Sail is done with his spell, and that's all I'm doing.
All right, Sail, at this point in time, your spell wraps up. You're casting Detect Magic.
Identify. On
Identify.
The box.
All right, you cast Identify and take a moment. The spell fails.
One object.
Mhm.
Okay.
Andrew said, "Fuck you."
There's some stuff you can't really identify.
Especially if it's
And at that
magic.
point, you see that Esselane, who has been kind of just watching very closely, sees your confusion. What's wrong?
I can't identify it. The spell, it just didn't work. Outright.
Esselane's going to take her turn. Okay.
Yeah, even if it was a creature, I would learn a little bit about it, so it's just an extra spicy object I can't do.
You see, she looks confused and goes like, "Well, I've been reading the Sylvan, and it's gibberish."
Yes.
No, I mean like it's not even magical equation or runes. It doesn't say anything.
Yes.
And she kind of goes to touch it, and her hand goes through.
I had to be touching it the whole time to identify it.
Oh, you did?
You
Is
choose
the
one
range
object
touch?
that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell.
My bad. Okay. Scrap all of that.
Okay.
So we would have found this out immediately.
Redcon.
Like-
Liz, remove that. All of it.
So, like, I imagine because Sayo's a charisma caster, it's not an intelligence or, like, a wisdom-based thing. He's literally, like, smelling things and, like, licking it. Like, or, like,
Gotcha.
hearing how it sounds.
Right. So as you have your hands on the pedestal, you're, like, looking at it, sniffing it. You go to, like, lick it. Your tongue doesn't hit anything. And then as you kind of put your hands on it, it comes back, and there's just this black goo.
Start yelling, like...
Can you make me a con saving throw?
Oh no.
I was gonna have her roll the con saving throw, but
Why?
So you will do it for you.
Blue Dice has an opinion, and that opinion is,
Fuck you.
dirty
That's it.
20.
dirty 20.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring the
Alright.
dunce hat to you.
It
bud.
was just rolling, like, weird last session, too.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah.
So as you can feel it, that it, like, almost starts to etch into your skin, and as you're wiping it off, and you see it kind of spatter across the wood next to you. It goes through a
The
lot of the pedestal. It goes through a lot of the chest itself. And as you're looking at it as it scatters across the ground itself, it looks like that same violet, almost star-strewn material that was coming out of
the new.
the giant salamander.
I, like, slap my arm on the ground and, like...
Against the coarse ground, blood everywhere.
Like, ah. The box isn't even
Is
real.
the chest still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Just goo.
Does anybody... Lolax, can you poke this with your magic hand so I don't lose my actual one?
I'm gonna pull my head out. What?
Can you poke this with your magic hand so I don't lose my actual hand?
The pedestal or the box?
Yes. The whole thing is fake. It covered me in black goo.
Just gonna pop it into existence and like poke.
All right, your hand goes straight through it and comes out black.
My mage hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It looks like we have a typical corruption of magic. I don't like it. I hate it. Let's burn it.
Poke it with a stick. Or
I'm
like
glad I didn't send one of my.
All right, as you continue to poke it with a stick, eventually
the
there's...
hand.
Oh, okay.
Like, does the black on the hand come off?
It does. It starts to drip off, and the same violet star-strewn material hits the ground. There's just a faint...
Anything else you want me to touch?
Sad. I just want Sen to like look at my arm to make sure it's not gonna fall off. I don't. What did the door look like?
What's inside the door?
Yeah.
It's a different plane of existence, I think.
Styx is gonna like look over at you and nod.
Well, hell. All right. So the box isn't real. It has the black goo. The black goo reminds me of the big lizard in the lake.
Yeah. You know, I would really appreciate if somebody could, like, figure out what these arches are.
Woo! I was rolling for Sen and his medicine check on you. He got a natural 20.
Nice.
Hey.
Good job.
You see him actually start to freak out a little bit as he is just taking out, like, bottles of water and cloth and, like, trying to clean your hand as quickly as possible
Oh,
to
if
get
he
it off
panics
of you.
more, I go from like paying attention to Lolax to what, why? Like,
In fact, with a natural 20, he's like, cast prestidigitation on it. Clean it, clean it,
Oh.
clean it.
prestidigitate.
As you cast it, it actually starts to glow as it's sloughing off your hand.
Bad sign.
Oh.
It glows for a moment before it goes back to this violet.
Glow like how?
It turns almost blue.
My color, almost.
Actually, yeah. Like a turquoise. And it, mechanically, it starts to emit, like, 5 feet of bright light and then 10 feet of dim light beyond that. So it gets bright for a second.
Can Styx see all of this?
Goop.
Yeah.
Just goop.
I'm gonna quickly fly over and bail on Lolax. Look at it real quick. Can I make Can I make a medicine check to see if I've seen any creatures that have been afflicted by this, or have maybe come in with parts of this or like see what it's done to his arm like already?
So medicine, no. That's more about how can I put somebody back together, what's afflicting them, etc., etc. But you can make me either a nature or survival.
Medicine is basically, would a doctor ask this question?
Yeah, so I was mainly trying to see if like something in my crypt may have come, like if I've seen it and like,
I'm glad I didn't try it by licking first.
Oh,
Oh,
Natty
that's
one.
first nat one of the game, the one shot.
it's been a minute since we had
two,
one.
Yeah.
Three
Yeah,
sessions.
yeah, 3.
3 sessions.
Wow.
At least it was a good shit.
I want
So,
to finish this can so I could get some of that tricks flavor.
I just wanted to make sure it was a 1 instead of a 7, but yeah, that wasn't that one.
For what skill?
That was for, I mean, it would be a 5 in survival.
5 in survival. All right. As you're sitting there and you're thinking about it, you're just like, you know what? I'm pretty sure Bobo had this on him at one point in time.
Ha!
I'm going to... What was the source of this?
Fake box. Fake pedestal.
Is it magic?
I'll poke a stick into the box. Like...
Could I just innately tell if it was magical or not?
It's pretty obvious what's been going on. There was an adverse effect when they touched it. It seems to have starlight inside it, and it had at the very least, you saw that it had a reaction to magic. That was not the spell itself.
I'm clipping a stick through the pedestal.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely V-clipping.
Yeah.
So the pedestal is not
Stick starts
solid.
bee-hopping.
The whole thing is not solid.
Right, squatting.
I have something I want to do.
Can you give me a perception check at advantage? While you're sticking your stick through there.
Similar to what I
Alright, I'll do a blue and a gold.
Yeah, real quick.
Okay, blue.
Blue pogging.
It 24.
My boy Blue! Alright.
Big blue.
My boy Blue!
As you grab this branch and you stick it through, you actually feel a tension behind the stick itself. And then almost like a membrane and then just through.
Okay, it pokes through something.
Right, and then as you pull it back out, it is just covered in this material.
Brenton, what are you doing?
I could identify this, but I'd have to touch it.
I was just gonna destroy whatever magic.
I'm gonna see how this reacts. I'm gonna conjure one of my psychic daggers and slice through.
Slice in the material?
No,
Or-
slice through the pedestal where he just stabbed him with the stick.
Alright, can you give me an intelligence check?
Okay. It's actually something I'm good at. Just straight intelligence?
Yep, no proficiency, just an intelligence check.
Spicy. That is 19.
Alright.
Spicy.
So, this is the best approximation I could get to the durability of your psionic blades.
Right.
So, as you swipe through it, you feel the same tension, but these being made of psionic energy, which there's some debate about whether that is technically magic or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
As it slices through, you pull it out on the other side, and it is covered in this purple static as this goo is starting to drip off. And as it is starting to drip off, you can hold the psionic blade there for a few moments, but the psionic energy itself is starting to dissolve along with it, slowly.
So what I was going to do right when I did that is throw it either through one of the doorways or at one of the symbols above the doorway.
Alright, you pull it out, you see that, you throw it. I'm not going to make you roll to hit. It hits.
Nothing happens?
Nothing special.
Okay. Well, it's still going to continue to drip.
So,
What?
Until the blade itself
I
dissolves.
just want to know, this. I can't tell if it's just anti-magic and it's the material that it is, or if it's a.
No, the anti-magic
natural?
was if it was anti-magic, it'd probably work like the black lead stuff.
Want me to try something?
Depends on the thing.
Because it's reacting.
Just try and
It's reacting differently to different energies.
Remove any magical effect that is happening here.
Dispel magic.
As long as you're not targeting like the illusion of the box.
Correct.
Because
obviously the box is not there. I would be the goo that is within.
Well, the box is an illusion, and the illusion is a magical effect. Like I'll cast minor illusion of the box, like
it
5
would be
feet to
more.
the
It would be
side.
more about the material that's
All right.
causing this.
I don't know if you need to physically see the goo.
It's just, it's just an object that.
Okay. I'm not gonna back.
I'm gonna. You know what,
magic,
Sayil?
'cause mine
I'm just
works a
gonna
little
try. I'm
different.
gonna
Yeah.
pull out my holy symbol. I'm going to. What is the flavor? It doesn't say anything about flavor. But I will use dispel magic at a 3rd level. Uh-oh.
It's not going up there. Don't worry.
Pog Mr. Andrew Oob. Cyan
A
Pog.
Tarrasque.
Cyan
A Tarrasque spawns.
Somewhere in the world, the Tarrasque is woken up.
It's like when you're in Minecraft and you hear somebody spawn a wither, you're like, well,
Hey.
I was just checking the specifications of if it says an object you can see or not, which it does not.
within range.
It just says within range. So, you cast Dispel Magic on this. Can you please roll me a D100?
Oh no, this is bad. Last time I did this,
That's not the dice I was expecting to
I
be asked
mean,
for.
neither.
I brought an evil god.
Did
to
you
our
read
play when I
about
did this.
the magic, the level? If it's 3rd level or below, it
Give
just
me Sam
automatically
Hain
4th
vibes.
level or higher. It's my spell
Uh-huh.
cave.
This is a completely separate issue.
Give me Sam Hain vibes, Colby.
That is a 34.
34. Alright. Can you also roll me a spellcasting check? So just a D20 plus your wisdom.
So many rolls. I love this.
These are all very important.
This is awesome. I love this. This is great.
14 plus 7, so 21.
21. Holy shit. Okay. So as this comes out, there is a moment where you think the spell doesn't actually take effect, and then you can hear percolating. And then there's a bright flash as the illusion around the pedestal vanishes, and this goo becomes inert. As you see it hit the ground, the starlight is gone. It is just this odd shade of violet. Where the illusion of the where the illusion of the pedestal in the box was, for a brief moment you see a collapsing portal as it
And then it's just violet goo on the ground.
violet goo on the ground. And after that, the illusion around the rest of this tree
Oh, no.
starts to fade.
Oh.
Fuck. That was what.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Where are we?
Almost like it is starting to drip down the walls. You see that this tree has spider webs all inside it. The pit behind you has this massive head of a dark snake starting to rise up out of it and look at you.
Ah.
Which pit?
The
Oh,
pit,
Pit
the
around
snake.
us.
Foot?
Mm-hmm. As it starts to raise its head up and out of it.
Hmm.
And that's where we're going to take a break.
Fuck.
I was.
Come
That's
on.
what my hunch was, but
It's a.
I'm not a spellcaster, so I can't do these things.
I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah,
That was
like-
a good thing.
That
So
was a
yes
good
and
thing.
no. Bad because we're getting caught with our pants down. Good because we finally solved the puzzle.
If this is a false Hydra, I fucking love you, Andrew, so fucking much.
All right.
If not, I still love you, but I just love false Hydra so much.
If
So
it's not what
my
I
God.
want, I still love you.
not for
I'm
long.
posting my OnlyFans or not. Sometimes they want that content, and you need to get the angle right.
That's
True.
fair.
All right, welcome back.
Poggy.
Look for the
Bare
necessities. Bare necessities.
Forget about
Get a nice
your
little
worries
acapella
and
go.
your
So we got the
strife.
three like.
Also, Apollo, if you're still here, fuck you.
What?
I don't
What?
want to cry anymore. Okay? It's been a long week for all of us. Don't make us cry
It
anymore.
really has.
Like, really,
Like
dude.
100%.
I was like,
That's
where's
just
this
you.
coming
guys
from?
are
And then
all
I'm like,
we.
oh,
It
yeah.
has been such a rough week that we're actually having our most calm D&D session yet,
As you're about to fight a thing.
and I'm not worried about it.
I don't even care. I don't even care.
Okay.
Bro, God,
It has a 4-letter name, but it only uses 3 letters.
Hey Andre, while you were gone, we TPK'd.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sen
Everybody
made it
just-
out.
Can we just put something in the group chat? So, Andre, you need to make a new character.
This time Sen got cut in half vertically.
It's not technically a TPK.
I mean, that just means he gets quartered.
Yep. Drawn and quartered, as one would be by horses. Poetic.
All right, everybody, if you could go and roll me some initiative.
Yas, queen.
Yeah.
My first roll below a 10.
What?
Queen, king,
Oh fuck.
Regent.
Oh fuck.
Jester.
high prince,
Oh god.
No, Jester. Executioner.
execution.
Oh, I need to
What do I get to
mark
be?
off my
Sail.
spell slots.
If I'm not the jester, what am I?
The
The
Perret.
The
Perret.
gimp. I think
Minister of Secrets.
I like that one. You have a
Hero?
twisted idea of what I'm about.
What is it? What is
You
the?
literally told everybody,
Oh.
I've tried giving top.
Was that a nat one?
You don't.
You can barely read it on that thing, but sure was.
Man, don't. Man,
Well, good thing you didn't get it before I did.
don't. Okay, for Sail, I rolled
If you
a
want, I'll just
7.
put that right here. You know, if you just-
All right, Sen.
Why not?
18.
Oh.
Sail gets a +1 and Sen gets a -1.
Hush.
Hush got a 9.
Oh.
Sticks.
A 16.
Lolex.
Let them
3.
finish.
3.
Oh no, guys.
That's a nat 1 plus 2, by the
no.
way.
Brenton.
16.
Peyton got an ad, but we're getting money for it, so it's okay.
I can't believe my wife's not subscribed to us.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't get a bitch about ads.
Use that Twitch Prime.
I'm gonna put that in quotable
Twitch
moments
Prime.
also.
Twist Prime.
All right, so actually, just to be safe, because I feel like this might be a wee bit loud.
True.
I'm hyped. Let's go.
It just
Right
needs to be like
there. Dig,
animated.
dig.
I cast
If
sleep.
you're in the chat, let us know if any of us are too loud, too quiet. If the music's too loud,
So
too
excited.
quiet, we
You know
can
what?
adjust
Fuck
it on
you.
the fly.
Keep your feedback to your goddamn
So
self.
excited to fight
Agreed.
Okay.
We don't care.
big monsters.
Don't care. Didn't ask. Actually.
Yeah, that's why we upgraded audio equipment. 'Cause
Yeah.
we don't care.
We don't.
We don't care so much that we spent a lot of money on this.
Yeah.
All right, so
Collectively.
The royal we.
all right, you guys see as this thing starts to crane its neck out of the pit leading towards the doorway. Eslaine looks at it and she starts to bleed from her eyes.
Fucking what?
I'm leaving. I'm out, guys. It was great
You
knowing
hear her
you.
starting to mumble under her breath as the
Asmodeus.
snake itself starts to almost get bloats and boils on it across its body as she sticks her hand out.
Oh, she
And then
did
after
something.
that, she pulls out her crossbow and fires.
Okay, so she did something.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I just. Eslaine's turn. Her eyes bleed. Next.
All right, those are both going to hit. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. So that's 20, 24.
I've actually watched a lot of
28.
D&D combat set
Oh
to this.
boy, I've always wanted to ban
It's a
somebody.
classic.
I'm so used to like what Critical Role does, which is a lot of Witcher and like Skyrim and stuff.
Yep.
That's because they have the legal rights to do it, and I do not.
Because
Great soundtracks, please. Please?
we'll do a lot of things
What do you mean we don't have licenses to
I will do
the
a lot of
entire
things for
score
it.
of
We'll
like
do 'em
S-tier
together,
video game
Sam.
music?
Right. So you see as
Maybe
she
not.
pulls and fires, fire starts to go across the bolt as it into this giant snake creature. After that, it'll bring it to Sen.
Uh-huh. How close can Sen get normally?
I believe his movement is 30.
Okay.
Is there a ramp anywhere nearby?
Also, really quick before we continue, based off what you guys were talking about, this is kind of what I figured the setup would be.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Because Lolax and Styx were looking at the door.
Yeah.
I think that's
Uh,
fine.
Yeah. I feel like it's about right.
Actually, could you metagame it so that I'm like actually on top of the thing and I've killed it already?
Killed it already? No,
Yeah.
but you can be directly on top
No,
of it
no,
if
no,
you'd
I'm
like.
good. I'm good.
No, I think no, you can't
Upside
take
down,
backsies.
Can't. Actually, at that point, you look up at the ceiling and you realize it is just dripping from this illusion starting to fade almost unnaturally. And what is behind it is more Garoders,
Nice.
as they seem to be coming out of eggs.
I
I
like
just-
to I like to imagine that like the stuff that's like dripping off it is kind of like a weird like shimmery like oil like rainbow color thing, and it's just like acid because it's like an acid dragon of tripping.
Mhm.
Alright, sorry, Sen.
Don't have a lot that he could do. So
Yes.
he'll move up within 30 feet. He does not have guiding bolt. And he will ready his action for if an enemy comes within his melee range. With he has a mace. I'm using the mace.
Straightforward, so like there.
Yeah.
Wait,
Alright.
he's not gonna punch him?
He can't get that close unless I dash, or he could wait and then punch him later.
You said mace, though.
Yeah.
We all know Sen would punch that motherfucker right in the nose.
Alright.
With a hammer.
Oh, I read this in
Brenton.
your book.
I'm going to bonus action steady aim to give myself advantage on a ranged attack.
Okay.
And I'm going to range attack the big snake. Die, big snake. Does a 27 hit?
No. No.
Okay.
Okay,
At
we all
least-
just go.
AC at least 3 higher than the Tarrasque.
Alright, so that is
Seems fair to me.
sneak
So
attack.
Tarrasque is
I know,
27.
I fought something that high you see at this level before.
6,
Did you die
8.
though?
Some NPCs did.
13,
The NPCs don't
19,
matter.
Including
plus
my baby
4,
daddy.
23.
23 damage?
Yep.
Alright. So, just so you guys know, I buffed this thing's HP, knowing that there was just going to be a nuke fest that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And you've already brought it back to
Normal.
pre-buffing.
Yep.
We.
Well, because S-Lane just fucking went.
Well, S-Lane is what level?
11.
11. But she also... The damage she did, not much more than you guys are capable.
Oh, okay. But that was just like her average
I
damage.
just did rogue things.
Yeah, rogue things doing rogue things.
Rogue things do big
Alright.
rogue
Okay.
damage.
Are you going to move at all? No, you have
I
to stay
can't
in place.
because I used steady aim.
Cool. Sticks.
Okay, so Styx is going to make movement back towards the party. He's going to fly over back towards the party. Probably land in between S-Lane and Sen. If he can make it that far.
That's 40 feet. How far can you fly?
I think it's 30.
Alright, you'd be able to land right behind S-Lane or
Okay.
Sayo.
So I'm going to land behind S-Lane. Let me just read this. Oh, fuck.
Mm.
DOS?
And then I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians. And I'm going to designate everybody in my party. Twang, Hush, Lolax, Brenton, Sail,
To be hurt
Sen.
by it.
Yeah. And just for flavor, like these guardians that come forth, like the spells, it dictates whether you're good or bad angels or like fiendish creatures. I want it to be more like, just like people that have been served at my graveyard, people that are currently resting there.
Sure, that's beautiful actually.
Dead motherfuckers.
So as you cast this coming up out of the ground, almost out of this like weird miasma that's on the ground, there are these almost golden entities in black clothing that you see starting to swarm around Styx. That just look like common folk. Old shopkeepers, alchemists, things like that. No great warriors or
That's cool.
the ilk, but just common folk.
I like it.
So if anything not designated by myself enters that range, that
I already got it
15
on
foot
there.
range. They have to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed throw, creature takes 3d8 radiant. And then that is the action movement. I don't think I have any bonus actions, so I guess I'll hold my turn.
All right. That'll bring to Twing's turn.
Okay, so Twang is going to look around, see where he's
Twang,
at.
not Hush.
Oh,
Who's mixing up birds now?
3 characters.
I heard Twang. I heard a bowstring slap. I was like,
You want to run Sen too?
my brain's already hurting, man. Like I'm trying to take some advice from pre-session, and I'm like trying to prep, and you're throwing all this on me. I can't do it, man. I'm leaving.
I forgot Rugier was there too, who would have been next to Twing the entire time. Durgan.
You gonna run Ruger too?
Stop.
If you want me to go home, just say it. Please. My brain. What the fuck, man?
I love you,
All right. You are going to see.
Sure.
Sure.
Love you, dude.
Sorry. Twing is going to run backwards, drawing his bow, and kind of getting as much distance as they possibly can. And they're going to fire twice. Okay. It's a natural 20.
Aha.
Big bro.
Why roll again?
And 22. Alright. So that is 3d8
Does he
plus
smite?
Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Andrew, for killing your character, Andrew.
12,
I thought we were gonna keep playing with yourself on the bare necessities.
12, 18,
This is the intro to the
26.
video. This is how we make the story.
Mm-hmm.
Make it interesting enough so you don't click past it.
Oh, we're gonna do NSFW D&D roleplay.
Yes.
Alright, and as a bonus action, as he fires these two, you can hear him yell in Draconic for Rugier to go forward and attack. So Rugier is going to move.
Mouth open, just
Oh, can Rugier even get there?
He's a chunky dragon. Leave him alone.
Chunky boy.
it's like a fat chimchar.
It's like seeing
no.
seeing like a slightly overweight cat waddle towards something is trying to like smack a bug.
Oh
It's
lord,
like,
he coming.
Oh lord.
Why is one of the D&D characters just Giga Chat Thunder?
Because
Just don't question.
because Dre.
Because Dre. We miss
Well,
you,
we
Dre.
used to have the character art for that spot, but then that character died. So the new character is just a picture of that player with a photoshopped on beard.
Bring me the horizon.
Oh, actually, instead, they can't get right up on it, but they can do a dragon breath.
Yes.
Oh nice.
So you're going to see them pull back, and blue electricity starts to go up the frill of their spine as you see out in front of them.
what? Wait, I'm sorry. What color dragon is this again?
Bronze.
Oh, okay.
About to say brass.
The Naga is going to make it save, but that's still a significant amount of damage. Yeah, I'm just going to.
You can't.
It's a naga, like the razor mouse.
Excuse me.
Did it roll for me? It did.
The Naga used to be a lot nicer. Back in the day.
You see lightning come out and just slam into it as it starts to shriek, and there are multiple holes cut up into this thing now. It is starting to wither and almost shrink back down into its little cavern. That will bring it to its turn, though, and before it does, you guys can see its eyes light up red. And without words or anything like that, it seems to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. My eyes are red too, bitch.
Bitch. If I could, Brenton,
Yeah.
can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Of course I can for you.
Cast Gate.
It
Get the fuck
game
out of there.
game recognizes game. Red eyes, you know.
No.
It
Good
opens
old-
a gate to
good old
Pandemonium.
plus
and
zero
pulls
to this.
something.
Let's go. 14.
That will fail.
Ooh.
All right, we
that's
will
spicy.
get back to that on your turn.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no,
You violated the law.
Don't worry, it's not a Formorian.
criminal scum.
All right. Let's see. Yep. And from there, it is going to
I'm in danger.
slither out the remainder and go off to the side here. Alright, and that's going to be its turn. Hush.
Okay.
It's been a whole turn on whatever it did to me. It's not good.
Hush is going to move up 5 feet behind Sticks. Right here. So 5 feet away from one more back. Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
technically 10 feet.
Oh, sorry. Called shot.
What's it called? Shot.
I'm going to aim at its right eye.
Okay,
So it's disadvantage, right?
correct.
Fuck. That is an 8 plus stuff.
Stuff is important.
How much stuff?
What is it?
Dex and proficiency.
Plus
Should-
4
with
plus...
range?
Oh, wait, it should be under my longbow. Plus 7, so 8 plus 7, that is a
15.
15.
Meets beats.
Ooh.
Alright, go ahead and roll damage. They are going to roll a con saving throw. Actually, 2.
2.
Okay.
1d8 plus 4. That is a d6. Stop it, Jeremy. That is a 7. 7 total. 1d8 plus 4, right? That sound right?
Yep.
Okay.
So 7 points of damage.
Mhm.
Alright, you have your second attack.
Can I do... So is called shot 1 per? I don't know how that works with multi.
I'm going to go ahead and... I haven't run into this yet, because called shot is technically a homebrew rule. I'm going to say it's a once a turn thing.
Okay.
So even for a fighter, once you get your 4 attacks, you can still only do it once.
And then I'll make
Try
my
to chop over the blade
second
4 times.
attack.
Then
That
my
is...
action surge.
I'm making
It's
my
gonna hit 15.
paladin fighter multi-class crit
15
fisher.
plus 7. 22.
22 points of damage?
No, 22 to hit.
Okay. Oh.
And then
Chunky.
1d8
I'm not gonna
plus-
spice.
That is a 5.
5 total.
Mhm.
Alright.
Damn, that's like on that initiative roll.
Big ups. So you see, as you pull back and fire, you're aiming at the right eye, and it sinks directly into it. There's this screech, almost like it was punctuated by music, as it starts to scream out, and you guys, it's almost deafening to you as it starts to scream. You guys feel the room around you start to shake. It is blinded for... I'm going to say until it can roll the save against it.
For a free action, can I call back to my brother and be like, "You think you can hit the other eye?"
Gonna certainly fucking try. Alright, that said, it did save on its con saving throw, so the spell it cast is still in effect.
Okay.
Sail.
I say I was gonna look at the big skeleton snake and just fuck and cast fairy fog or fairy fire, and as he blows out, this shimmering fog will flow.
Can we
across
wait?
the
Can we
ground.
flavor it as fairy fog?
No, 100%.
Yeah, that's so good.
100%.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Shit.
It's like, wait, what is that show where it's like there's the character, like they say something and then the words come out of their mouth?
A lot of
It's like a kid show. Oh, fuck.
Don't
I
like
saw
it.
that in the Beatles' Yellow Submarine growing up a lot when I was a kid.
Spell save DC?
That is good question. 15
15.
dexterity.
They just make it.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Watch.
More than enough, actually. I forgot they have proficiency in it.
Yeah. Watch as the fog kind of hits them, rolls past them, and doesn't stick like it has on certain other enemies. So just like, oh, really? Fuck. And I will. I'll turn to Eslaine and be like, I think you got this. And I'll give her inspiration.
She's gonna look at you very confused.
Just like, I believe in
You're
you.
gonna put more magic on her? That didn't end very well last
She
time.
just watched you. She made her eyes bleed. She hit it. She just watched you smoke, look at her, and go, "You got it."
Eslane will remember
I just
this.
wanted to paint that visual for everybody.
No,
that
that's
had in
100%.
my head. Because you just literally went,
100%.
"You got this."
Good night, Stonks.
That's
Thank you for
what-
coming by.
That's how Sail do. It was just like, all right,
Best Stonks.
you got this. I'll be over there.
Actually, I think it's Apollo that's going to bed, for the record. Good night,
Oh.
Apollo.
Good night,
good night,
Stonks.
Apollo.
Stonks, it's your bedtime, as decided by the group.
Okay, but-
don't go to bed.
Yeah, no.
Stonks.
You're not allowed
When you
to
guys-
view us anymore.
When you guys go to bed, just leave the window open. It's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. That will bring it to Lolax's turn.
Okay.
The window open.
So Lolax is gonna go. Oh God, and he's going to walk forward, and I imagine he just like fucking stumbles over himself, like trips on like the archway or like the steps or something, and then he summons Melf's Minute Meteors, and he looks at the flaming balls of fire and then goes and makes some ice instead.
Not in the
Legend.
tree anymore.
Yeah.
We are still
We are
technically
still in the
You are
well,
tree.
very much in a tree.
technically.
And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna make eye contact with Sail, and I'm gonna be like,
Thank you.
and then I'm gonna use my movement to go off to the side over here, so that way I could get a clean shot, and I'm further away from the skeletal dragon thing.
So that right there is 30 feet.
Okay. I think...
Unless you want to go straight down, which we can definitely do.
So, how far away is the dragon from me right now? Is that 10 or 120?
Don't call her a dragon. He'll turn it into one.
55 feet
55? Okay.
to the corner.
I'm totally fine. I got 120 feet on the meteors, so...
I thought you meant a physical bit.
So I'll move to where you had me originally, like you pointed out to originally.
Bro.
Yep.
All right.
So I'm gonna do that, and
Yeah. That's why I was like, dude.
Okay.
for a free action, I think I want to say something to the effect of, can we try to get on all sides of this thing, and then I'm just gonna get ready for what's about to come in the next round.
Sure. All right. So you guys see Lolax conjure these little motes of fire. They turn blue as he starts to run over. He gives that command, and that will bring it to Eslane's turn. Eslane is going to kind of look around and be like,
I believe in you.
Looks back at Sail. You got this.
Eslane misses. Looks at Sail. You know.
You see that she starts speaking under her breath some more, and this dark, almost violet energy starts to solidify around this Naga.
Mm-hmm.
And then she fires twice.
Just,
Misses.
what is this dark violet energy? Does it, remind us of anything?
You can make a check on your turn.
Is that an action to make a check?
It sure as fuck is.
Have fun with that.
Alright, she's gonna deal a good chunk of damage.
Good.
She's gonna miss her first attack, but hit with a second.
Pulls out her gigantic artillery
Oh, wait.
piece. It's the siege crossbow from Elden Ring.
Literally.
Bang, bang.
It's not bang bang, it's like bang bang!
Alright, that'll bring it to Sen's turn.
No, you make me roll it with my jar cannon.
Did he make a
But,
constitution saving throw?
Sen?
No, the snake.
Oh, thank you. Still failed.
It failed?
It's con saving throw? Yeah.
Okay.
For blindness.
Oh.
Not for concentration.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to make one?
No, it hasn't been. Oh,
It's-
God,
it's-
no, you're 100%
That's
right.
what I'm like. That's what I was getting at.
It passes that as well. Sorry.
It pisses
Alright.
that as well.
Pisses that.
Sen,
It's still blind, though.
Have you ever seen a snake
Sen
piss?
approaches.
No.
Sorry. I'm juggling a few characters.
No,
You are-
you're totally good. I thought we were on the same wavelength. Then we weren't. Then we were. Then we weren't. Then we were.
Sen will take 2 swings with a mace.
Alright.
I'm rolling gold.
That is a very Sen thing.
On top of my
boy.
phone.
Yeah.
Oh, 16 and 11 on the dice. I think he should hit both those.
Those should hit.
With a mace, it is a d6.
Yep.
All right. So 2d6. He'll smite both.
I'm going to smite you.
So that's a d8 per as
Giga
well.
smite.
I feel like Sen is just like, this thing's evil. I'm gonna smite it.
Yeah. So he got 12 on the first hit, and fuck's sake. 13 on the second hit.
Alright. Both pass
All right.
on the con saving throws.
I am in danger.
So is it half
still.
damage on smite with saves?
No.
It was.
So-
It's concentration.
Oh,
It casted a spell.
I
Smite
didn't
doesn't need to save.
make distinct radiant damage, but it doesn't
Unless they're resistant.
have an effect. So no bonus. That'll be his turn.
Alright. You see Sen board on up, mace in hand, and there's just these loud gong sounds as it just.
I like to imagine the second one was a backhand for like after the follow through the first.
Alright. Brenton, can you stab Hush for me?
The fuck?
I knew it.
Am I gonna get
Stab
shampooed
or
again?
throw?
Oh, stab.
Okay. So run up, stab.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Roll.
Yeah.
At advantage. He's
What?
He's not. You're not expecting him to attack you.
This is bullshit, dog. Please don't say it's a nat 20.
Can I silvery barbs that?
What
Sure.
is it, Sam?
That's exactly what you think it is.
What is it, Sam?
It's a natural
You got
20.
I'm gonna make that not a 20.
It's a nat 20.
All right. What was the lower of the two rolls?
The lower of
It's
the,
being
the lower of the
silvery
two rows still would have been 23.
All right.
No.
So that's gonna hit and sneak attack damage.
I'm sorry.
Bro, if Hush didn't think you were a narc before, dog, oh, you got something coming.
9. 11. Fuck. 17, 21.
Cool. Could you hit him again with your bonus action, please?
Yeah.
Andrew,
This doesn't have advantage.
Don't
right?
yell at me.
This doesn't
I'm
have
gonna
it.
yell at everybody because
This
I'm
doesn't
mad.
have advantage, right?
No.
Okay. 14.
Does not hit. 15.
All right.
Am I still able to talk?
Oh no.
Well,
Mentally?
yeah. I can tell.
No. This is you doing this.
Okay.
You want to do this.
Oh fuck.
So yeah, actually, you are still connected to these people. You can start shit talking in their heads if you feel like it.
You should do it.
Oh man. Oh yeah, because I'm connected to Hush.
Yeah. So can you go ahead and paint us a word picture on how this happens?
I just kind of like.
Nothing person.
I just kind of like.
Oh my Lamo.
Just look at him like, I really don't give a fuck about your brother.
I'm gonna like perk up and then like start turning and then like immediately in like my
kidney.
side,
Yeah.
like just Vorpal dagger comes in.
But you're the only one that hears this.
No.
Because I can talk only to him if I want to.
Okay, so it
We-
can't be.
We distinguished that last time.
So he's the only one that hears it.
Where am I?
Oh yeah, spirit guards wouldn't trigger.
Yep. It
I'm
was
so
already
fucking
specified
mad.
with
Well,
you
I mean,
inside.
it's not a bad thing necessarily.
All right. That is gonna be your turn.
So Sayo's like,
I knew this. I knew that was gonna
I
happen.
don't want him to have another character, man. He's gonna
Hey,
make another
Hey,
nerd.
don't meta game.
So
Play it.
the rest of you guys see as Brenton is starting to like move into position, get a good like cover but sight line on this Naga, and as he gets behind Hush, you just hear Hush cry out as you look around and see, calling out just in time to make him flinch, instead of hitting him in the spine, he misses and hits the kidney.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell.
Alright, Sticks.
Thank God Andre's.
Okay, so Sticks.
I knew it!
Yep.
This motherfucker!
He's like, remember when I said you weren't evil? Well, things changed. Okay, so Sticks heard, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let me just...
I'm assuming that Hush like screamed, not ow, but like top of his lungs.
Let me just read.
I knew this was gonna
Oh,
happen.
it's concentration.
It's funny because you
So-
are what makes this a deadly encounter now.
Thanks, whoever rolled
Who
the deadly
fucking rolled it?
encounter with
Who
the
fucking rolled it?
D100.
Actually, this isn't a rolled encounter. This was a planned encounter.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I was
just
about to.
I'm
gonna.
just making this extra spicy now because I hit really hard.
Okay, so so with concentration spells, I cannot cast another spell without dropping the concentration. Correct?
Oh, you can't cast another concentration spell.
Ooh, okay,
You can
perfect.
cast, yeah, you can cast a spell.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Liz, I'm married. I'm sorry.
Never said that. to me.
What?
Wow!
Man, we should get some dubstep battle music. I want to hear that bass drop as somebody gets stabbed in the spine.
Dubstep's for pussies.
I really, really want Andre to run a Shadowrun game. I feel like Andre would do it well.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright.
Ooh, that could be something we can plan. Six is going to swivel his head, like literally, like owl swivel, look around, see like Brenton probably like hand on Hush's shoulder, dagger inside, just like trying to figure out what's happening. But like his instincts kick in, and he's going to grab his holy symbol, and he's going to use healing words. And with spirit guardians, I feel like it would almost be like some of the spirits come over Hush and kind of like try and comfort him, heal him. And it is going to be. I don't know if there's anything special with healing words with a cleric, if there's anything added, but
Just your wisdom modifier.
It's gonna be 5 points back to Hush. He's gonna heal. Okay, I'm a little bit out of the danger zone. So with Spirit Guardians, if I fly into range of this enemy, does it also have to make that Wisdom saving throw?
It's the start of their turn. It's
Okay.
when they enter.
He's gonna shout at everybody.
Andrew knows this spell very well. Trust me.
Unfortunately, it was Hildegard's bread and butter. We've had many rules clarifications on
Because
this
it's
spell.
kind of broken.
It really is.
It really is.
Especially if you have something like spiritual weapon in addition.
3d8. Wait, I have spiritual weapon. Wait, can you
already
stack
cast your
those?
bonus action spell. Just
Wait, this is a bonus action?
spiritual weapon is a bonus action.
What the fuck?
It is the cleric's wombo combo.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I've never played a
your
cleric.
character.
I haven't played a cleric, and I'm not gonna go on Reddit like, hey, guys, what is max DPS on the
It
cleric?
says bonus action on the spell.
I didn't think I had any bonus actions, to be 100% honest with
No,
you.
no, no,
Okay,
no.
anyways.
Let's just drag you through them out a little bit more. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm dumb. I don't read my characters. Anyways, I'm going to fly over. So first, I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna be like, "Hey guys,
What's up?
Hush might need some help.
With what?
Just look over." And then I'm gonna fly
God.
over. I'm gonna fly over, and basically be perpendicular to Sen. So corner spot to him, if I can make it that far.
Perpendicular question.
Right here. Like, other side, like, I'm basically gonna be flanking that monster with Sen.
You're
I'm
flanking
flanking
Sen.
Sen with the monster.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do I not get a chance to save?
And yeah, that'll be my turn.
The creature has concentration.
Yeah, I believe it is. If I remember right, if you take damage or something like that, you have to make a save.
Okay.
Let's see.
Because I don't know what spell you use, so.
I use Dominate Person.
Okay.
For the record. You attempted to beguile a humanoid within range, blah, 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 blah. I'm just double checking it.
There you go.
Hold on, that's kind of fucking.
Each time the target takes damage, it makes a new wisdom saving throw against the spell. If the saving throw succeeds, the spell ends.
Okay.
But until then, it is just concentration.
So, yeah. Until I take damage,
Or we break the concentration of the thing.
Correct. Alright. That will bring it to... sorry, was there anything else you want to do with your turn? You moved, you're flanking, so you're obviously going to kill Sen next turn.
Yep.
Don't say that. We already have one person that's trying to do that.
Well,
They upcast Dominate Person once again on Brenton and now on you.
So that's action, movement. Can I use?
that was bonus action movement.
This is why
Healing Word's a bonus action.
This is why you get wisdom.
Don't question me at this point.
Okay. Okay. My action is. Oh, actually.
If you moved one more up, you can bap him.
I'm gonna move up and use my mace for the first time in this whole campaign.
I gotta
Alright.
say, Jeremy, that's impressive. I've never heard him say, "Don't fucking question me."
All right, so I'm going to. Can you use melee attacks in flying?
While flying?
Yes.
I don't see why not.
A foot punch.
So I want to be above Sen. How far up is the snake's head? Like.
Currently, it's about... it's only about 10 feet up, but you get the idea that at maximum length, this thing is probably 40 feet long.
So I want to basically I'm gonna fly at level with Sen up until that, and then I'm gonna fly up right above its head, and I'm just gonna take my mace and whoop, right on the top of its head.
Some Hawkman shit? Okay. And by the way, if you're wondering how it climbed out of a 60-foot pit and it's only 40 feet long, they do be sticky.
Wait, whose turn is
It
it?
is Snick.
That is a
It's still-
19
it's
plus
still
stuff.
I went to the next turn without asking what he wanted to do for his action.
That is a 19 plus stuff, and I will do the.
D6 plus your strength. Or minus your strength, possibly in your case.
It is a plus or minus nothing, and
So it's just a D6.
that is a 6.
Alright, max damage. They maintain their concentration with a 15 plus stuff.
Jesus fucking Christ! This thing's got the will of a.
Big bad.
Yeah.
That will bring it to Twing's turn, who's going to see what's going on. They are going to cast Hunter's Mark on Brenton
Yep. Here comes the heat.
with their bonus action. Yeah, you just fucking stabbed their
Yeah,
brother.
I send it.
What the fuck, Brenton?
Let's go level 11. What?
You just start glowing. You're like, you just.
You just fucked with the person who has dementia and can't remember why you were their friend.
Alright, there's going to be a 24 and then a 19 to hit.
Yeah, they both hit.
Ruh-roh.
You cast shield.
I can't do that.
Do you uncanny dodge?
I probably would in this instance.
Alright, there's going to be 18 points of damage on the first attack.
Oh, uncanny dodge is the first one.
That goes down to 9.
Yep.
The second one's one higher. Come on, big
And then
bro.
there's going to be 13 points of damage on the second.
Yep. Should I make a wisdom saving throw?
You should.
Twice.
Dos.
Dos Equis.
Please fucking save.
18 on the first one. I'm guessing I still take double both damages anyways.
Regardless.
You pass the saving throw. You are no longer dominated.
But never mind. It'll wait till it gets to my turn.
Alright, so you guys see as Twing screams out, pulls his bow back. This almost blue energy starts to crackle around Brenton before they fire, and as each arrow hits, there's this electric discharge. Taking the damage. Afterwards, you hear Brenton scream, and then it will be the Naga's turn.
They cast Dominate again on Brenton.
The same they do it on Twang, and Twang shoots Hush.
Let's be glad it wasn't me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
You weren't
squishy.
the thing
though.
that stabbed it the hardest first. Otherwise, it might have.
If they dominated, I could just imagine Lolax being like, fireball.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
The
what
whole
it
tree, yeah. Right at the ceiling.
Well, no, because it probably wouldn't do that.
You don't know.
Well, I don't
I
know
can
how
make
it
it a
works
bonus
specifically.
action.
Well, no, like if
You
this
can do
dog is
two.
trying to preserve
Yeah.
its home,
No, I can't.
right? Like it might
One
not
spell
tell him
per-
to fireball the tree, you know.
One spell per attack. I can't even do that with meta magic. I looked it up.
They must have clarified that.
The only way you can do it is twinning.
Twin spell.
Well, no, twin spell means that it has to be cast. Like, twin spell specifically states that it has to be like a
Not
range of like
fireball.
self.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean fireball specifically. I just meant spells in general.
Oh, yeah.
I think the only way you can
The only way that you can kind of do that.
action surge, you'd have to multi-class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a spicy way you could do it with Battlesmith.
You can also do meta magics and then delayed fire blast and then like a fireball after that.
I've always wanted to do an Eldritch Knight, Draconic Sorcerer Gish.
So what's this thing doing?
I was thinking while you guys were talking.
Cool.
It's going to move.
Great.
It's going to move behind this pit. Oh,
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Can you
weirdness.
say that?
Uh,
I genuinely can't.
tax of
I don't
opportunity.
see any typos.
Yes. So there's attack of
I need to
opportunity
do
from Sen and Styx as it leaves its range.
17 on the dice for Sen.
For 6. That is a nat 20, my guy.
Okay.
Double damage.
Sorry, how much was it for Sen?
Total of 8.
8 points of damage?
Yes.
Alright. And
Mace damage?
yep,
So
so
D6?
2d6. And that's it.
6. Unfortunate.
Alright.
Are you not adding strength to...
Yes.
He
I
has
have a
that
0. Yeah.
So you're just swinging with your proficiency bonus to hit?
Yeah.
That's all he's got.
Well, that was a nat 20.
Yeah.
I don't have a plus. I have a 0 strength.
Yep. So you're just proficient with maces and that's it.
True.
Yeah.
So you're going to see as it moves away, both Sen
Mentally.
and Styx come down with maces, crashing it down on the head while it slithers away. It then lines up, and you guys see this purple lightning start to crackle around its teeth as it straight back out in a line. I need Eslane, Hush, and Brenton all to make me dexterity saving throws.
Oh! What about Rugier?
It's 5 feet wide. That's what I was looking up while you guys were talking.
Yeah,
What save?
I was like, oh, fuck.
Dexterity.
Oh, luckily, that is a 7 plus 7, so that's 14?
26.
Just makes it.
Oh!
Makes it.
Oh.
I don't think it's gonna.
When you
matter.
roll a 7, but you still make it.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
Okay, and Eslane got a natural 20. Then it's still going to be 8d6 of lightning damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
But are you dead?
Depends on how much he hits for.
23 points of lightning damage.
Okay, I'm not dead, but I'm down.
So halved to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that, Jeremy?
11.
I'm sorry, how much? There was some weird comments on our Instagram that me and Liz had to look at, so, and that's on Hush,
Yes.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah, how's Hush looking?
He's battered. He's pretty battered. Maybe some sparks coming off some feathers and just kind of not looking too great, but he's making it.
All right.
I just deleted them both.
Cool. That is going to be its turn. That is going to bring it up to Hush.
All right. Hush is going to make another called shot at its left eye.
He's going to shoot Brenton.
Oh, yeah.
Unconscious on the ground.
He just got its sight back.
Oh.
Fuck off.
Wait a minute.
What would you actually do?
Yeah,
I'm
what
unconscious on
I
the
completely
ground.
forgot.
He also just stabbed you.
I'm going to action or wait.
So
is it
I-
an action or a bonus action?
So I stabbed you, and then Twang shot the shit out of me, and then the snake just blasted me, and I'm unconscious on the ground.
Oh, you're
The
unconscious.
twang blasted... The twang.
Yeah.
The snake blasted everybody in line.
Yes. But
I'm gonna use Zephyr Strike as my bonus action.
Okay.
To get the fuck away from Brenton, because I feel like when this was happening, maybe I wasn't looking back because I was trying to split focus and like just confused about everything. Like I saw this thing shoot behind me, and I'm just trying to get the fuck away. I'm gonna go somewhat over here, and that is my movement.
That's
Doesn't provoke-
30.
Yeah, it doesn't provoke attack of opportunity, and I'm going to look back, see Brenton. I'm assuming he's on the ground.
I'm unconscious.
Gonna be like, what the Ooh. I'm going to I'm gonna like Zephyr Strike, like dash away from you. I'm going to draw my bow and start aiming back at you, and then see that you're on the ground, and just like pivot, like almost like a twirl towards the big snake boy. And I feel like in that situation I wouldn't make a called shot. Feels like something that's fairly planned. I'm a little bit shaken up, so I'm just gonna make 2 shots at the big guy.
All right. You're going to use your bone... Oh, wait. You cast bonus action.
Zephyr.
Zephyr
Never
Strike
mind.
is bonus action. Do I need a bonus action for the double?
I don't know.
You're a ranger. You get 2 attacks.
You have 2 attacks.
Okay,
Yeah, but Zephyr Strike gives you... during the concentration, you get advantage on 1 shot. That's why I was about to ask him.
Oh, I get advantage on 1 shot?
On the
You have to call it. You only get it once per the concentration of the spell.
I already rolled. I rolled a 3 and a 16, so I feel like that wouldn't really count.
As your advantage?
Yeah.
All right, then those are your 2 shots.
Okay, so 1 misses, 1 hits, and I will make a D8 plus stuff. That is a 4 plus. Oh my god, this laptop infuriates me sometimes. 4 plus 4, 8 damage.
8 damage. All right. So as you cast Zephyr Strike, this almost green fey energy starts to crackle around your feet as you bounce and stride faster than you normally can. You draw this back, energy coursing through the bow itself. There's almost like these feathers and stuff that start to come off the ends of it, but you see Brenton is down as you stop, pivot, fire. One of the arrows goes wide, but you smack with the other one, dealing a good bit of damage. It is looking pretty fucked up, not gonna lie.
I was gonna ask.
It's a bonus action. I
Use
want.
bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike.
Oh, can I use free action to talk?
Yeah.
It's like a snake, right?
Yes.
Does it look
A skeleton snake.
particularly? Oh,
Not a
it's
skeleton.
Is it like particularly one way or another? Is it like draconic? Do I feel like a fey energy coming from it?
Without casting or using some sort of ability, you're not really sure. That said, it is dark in nature. There's almost like this sooty smoke coming off of it whenever it moves.
And it lives in the purple goo tree.
What is Orin?
Aurum?
The language.
Oh, that's air primordial.
Yeah, I speak Aquan.
Okay. In draconic, I guess I'm gonna yell out. Slither back in the hole that you came from, and end it there.
All right, Sayil.
I'll not understand that language.
All right. I need 3d8 damage from Styx, because it did start its turn a while ago. It made its saving throw, so it would have been able to move full speed still. But the chip damage still matters.
Yep.
Please continue.
I'll look at it, and I'll say in Sylvan, even if you were Fae, I don't know if you're worth keeping around. And I'll cast Hex.
It's 10, by the way.
10. All right, so then reduce to 5. Made save.
And Sail has an understanding of enchantment magic and the suggestion spell, so he's not immediately like Brenton turned on us necessarily, but he's a little concerned about that. He's gonna Eldritch Blast twice.
All right. Bang bang.
Bang bang.
Real quick, did anybody edit one of our Instagram posts?
It probably might have been Peyton or somebody else.
Maybe.
But anyway, it's not important right now. Go on.
We'll talk about it later.
I'll give him disadvantage on wisdom checks. That's the end of my turn.
Neither hit.
I rolled a 5 and a 6.
All right.
Yeah.
Got it.
You got
Low
this, guys.
Low lags. Okay.
That's a bonus action. I can't do that.
So, are you still on the ground?
Without the
unconscious.
oomph behind it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to free action, and I'm gonna say to Styx, Styx, can you pick up Brenton? I don't think that was him. And then I'm going to use.
Sorry, healer.
No, he's just confused. Like he swivels his head, sees Brendan stabbing, and then like it wasn't him. He like, what? What do you mean?
He's our friend, and I believe him. Like, can we get him back up to at least like slap the shit out of him? And then
Fine.
That's what you do with friends.
and then I'm going to Milf's Minute Meteor 2 of my 3 ice cubes that I got going.
Cool.
And I'm going to send them at the skeletal snake.
For the record, it's not skeletal.
Somebody kept saying that, so
I said it once.
okay.
Yeah.
You
So
said
it's
Nice
nice.
hand at Colby.
to the snake.
All right.
That's a bonus action. So I need dexterity save 15.
2 or 1?
2 of them, I believe, unless it's the same roll. I don't know how that works.
Neither do I. I don't know the spell off the top of my head.
Okay.
It rolled a natural 1 for the first one,
Pog.
and a 13 plus 6 for the second. So,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to see if the second one matters.
Hold on.
Let's
a second.
hope it's just the one.
Once a meteor reaches its destination or impacts a solid surface, it explodes. Each creature within 5 feet. Okay. So 2d6.
So, was it 1 save or 2 saves?
It says where the meteor explodes, and it doesn't specify.
I'd imagine
It's
two.
each
2.
individual.
Yeah.
But
So-
each meteor does 2d6?
Each meteor does 2d6, and the second one's going to be halved.
Ooh.
So that's 7 for the first one, which is full, and then 5.
Reduced
divided
to
by-
2.
Yeah, reduced to 2. So 9 total damage for my bonus action, and then I'm going to I imagine how that happens is I send my meteors, and they kind of just pick up speed and start rotating around each other as they're going,
Like
as
two
they're
stars.
2 combined, yeah. And then as they're kind of forming a circle on either side, in the middle of that, I'm going to cast a frostbolt, or frostbite rather, and that's a DC 15 con save.
With a ton of room left to spare. Yeah, it saves.
So pretty.
Okay.
Take
What
it
if
out.
I did heightened spell?
Too late.
Okay. Fair enough. So it saves, so it's going to take half. So 3.
That was an action cantrip and a bonus action pre-cast spell,
Correct.
right?
Cantrips don't normally do half damage.
On a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage and has disadvantage on a failed save. And then, okay, I just assumed.
Yeah, on
Liz rolled
Yeah.
a
on
3.
success,
Rips.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just looked at
It
it.
On
just-
cantrips, a whiff is just a whiff, but on a spell, usually because it's a bigger investment.
All right. Then only the 9 points of damage. And then I'm just going to sigh.
So as these 3 motes of ice start to come down towards it, the minute meteors have a bit more of a homing feature to them, as the spell indicates itself. So as the bolt misses, as it's ducking out of the way, the two little meteors start to arc down and smash down on the top of its head. It is looking rough. As you guys are looking at it, you can actually see smoke and bits of it starting to flake away. And you just hear this deep, husky laugh.
From it.
Laugh? What? Wait, just was any sounds that it made before? They were like very creature-like cries and screams or like roars, and now it's laughing. Like, is it human-like almost, or like some kind of sentient being laughing?
It seems more sentient than you guys probably initially thought. It's also casting magic, so that's another good indicator.
I mean, still.
But on top of that, it's moving with tactic. It's not just blindly attacking.
Yeah, it's going after certain people. Like, it's like, hey, rogue, you want to stab somebody in the back?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
All right.
So that'll bring to Essling. Essling's going to miss.
Shoot it in the eye.
And miss.
What?
Okay.
I was gonna
She
ask.
rolled a 3 and a 4.
Yeah.
You have permission to use suggestion on her again.
Wait a minute.
She does have inspiration.
How much is your inspiration right now?
1d6.
1d6.
I like bards.
So that's 4.
It'll get bigger with time.
Isn't it like a
she
max
have a
of like a
possibility.
d10?
She hits.
12.
Wow. Look at that.
I was wondering if Andrew would finish himself off.
Bang bang. Me
Still
too.
don't.
But oh boy, is it looking a little bit skeletal. Almost.
It's looking kind of rough, guys.
A little bit.
All right. You see Essling fires twice. One of them goes wide, but the other one comes streaking in, hits dead center, and this fire starts to burn inside of this snake, this naga. That'll bring to Sen's turn.
Can you get to it?
Let's do
When
it.
you get
to it. Does that have range?
That's 30 feet right there.
Wait.
He throws his mace.
1 second.
All right. If he throws it from there, it can't be more disadvantage actually. So sure. I was gonna say if he throws it from there, it's a disadvantage, but he's already throwing a melee weapon. Disadvantage, motherfucker. And it's also still only an improvised weapon because it's not being used
And
as
it's a
supposed
blunt
to.
weapon too. So
Alright, so that's a 9 plus a 6, I believe.
15. Meets beats.
Let's go.
Wait, hold on. It's an improvised weapon, so it only does 1 plus
3.
Wait, how's it an improvised
Is
weapon?
it 4? Is it
because it's
4?
not being used how it's supposed to.
Is it
You don't
4?
throw maces.
How do you want to?
Yeah,
Come-
I'm not
come
using
here.
it correctly.
Come. Hands off.
Where am I looking?
Sen, how do you want to
How do you
want
to do this?
Literally,
No.
I just a simple bonk.
So Sen, like, this thing ran away from him the first time when he was, like, gearing up to get ready. He just ran over, hit it twice, and then it ran away from him again. He got a bop. He's chasing after it, he's running away, and he's like, man, fuck you! And he throws his hammer, he's had a long day, just sinks right into the right eye.
Right? It like punches the arrow in. Ooh.
Where it was shot before, his
Mhm.
mace comes tumbling in. There's just a sickening as you guys see it go limp, hit the ground, and there's just one last wheezing laugh. As does anybody here speak Abyssal?
Yes, I think so. Let me
I don't think
confirm
it would
before.
matter if I do or don't at this point.
I do not.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter for you.
Yeah, I don't, but
I speak Abyssal.
All right, you just hear it chuckling, and it just goes, "I'll see you soon,"
Oh!
as it fades away into smoke.
It like the whole body disappears? Bro, we
Okay, that
just
was
fought something
weird.
in VR. We're about to fight the real boss.
Alright, I think that was like a spirit for the tree.
Is it the Lorax?
I don't know. Was that your grandpa?
What do you
Oh,
want?
what
Yeah.
is it? What is the surroundings? What is this surroundings looking like now? Everything's been melting. Like,
Mhm. So as you guys come to the end of this fight, the rest of this area has melted down. You look inside these 4 doorways, and you see that there are just mini altars in there that have been smashed and broken. There was a portal that you guys saw briefly that closed in on itself.
on the
And
yeah.
And at the bottom of where this portal was, there seems to be a vial apparatus that was collecting whatever that material was. In the scuffle and the fighting, it has been broken and is shattered across the ground. That said, that material is still effective. It is still kind of percolating, bubbling on the ground. As you guys look up, the forgetting their names. The Ettercaps that you guys saw before are sitting there just kind of in a swarm watching.
Styx is gonna fly over. I'm going to try and capture.
Continue.
I'm gonna try and capture some of whatever that is
Sen goes to Brenton, who's dying.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that inconvenience. I forgot about that.
1 hit point.
All right. So,
I completely forgot about that. I'm
Sayo's
not gonna
pointing
lie.
finger
So-
gun. Sen is ready to smash his head in.
Brenton, you come back to and see Sen kind of looming over you. You've just been brought back from the brink of death. There's a deep inhale. And you see just this haggard, angry, half of a centaur man looming over you.
Bonus action hide.
No. There's nowhere to hide.
Okay. I'm trying to get away, like panicking.
All right, bonus action disengage. Sure.
Panicking.
So you guys see as Brenton starts booking it away,
Like,
you're
I'm
presumably
I'm
up
like-
the wall.
Maximilian's.
No,
Rhythm
I'm
Grasp.
like.
Can I Maximilian's at Rhythm Grasp?
Sure.
Can I do that with the intent of not doing any damage?
No, it is a spell.
So
1 HP.
So he's just trying to run away.
Sen casts Hold Person.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
15.
Yeah, that beats.
I'm panicking, like backing up towards the wall.
Backing up towards the wall. So you're not running away. You're just getting
I'm
away.
not
from...
running away. I'm
Okay, I thought you were like, I'm out the tree.
no,
and
I'm not
the-
trying to dip. I'm panicking,
Okay.
like
Hush is going to yell out, Brenton.
Is the telepathy gone?
no words.
I would assume that it's gone because
I
it
don't
fainted.
know if it disappears when he goes unconscious or not.
Can I
I'm going to rule yes.
Okay.
approach you slowly?
We can try.
I'm gonna come up
I'm
with.
not gonna attack you if that's what you think.
I'm gonna come
Yeah.
up with Lolax. Hush is going.
We'll
to
go up to
Hush is
Brenton.
going to. Okay. I'm gonna try to approach like slowly, like, okay, Brenton,
He's
like,
in full tears right now.
you stabbed somebody. We just want to know what's going on, why that happened, and if we need to like do something about that. What do you have to say?
We need to back up.
Okay, I'm backing up a little bit.
Hush.
And I'm gonna like
I'm
wait
saying
for.
that to everybody.
How far am I from Brenton right now?
At this point, we're out of combat. You can discuss amongst yourselves how far you believe you to be.
Sen
So
will approach Brenton slowly.
No.
I'm going to Hush. Hush
Okay.
is going to, while kind of licking his wounds, kind of maybe a little bit haggard. Just we're out of combat. Can I just use like a spell? Almost not. I want to use Zephyr Strike in the way that I want to like just dash at Brenton.
I'm like pinned up against the wall like this right now.
Hold up. Sen will hold out a hand.
Like
So I'm going to use Zephyr Strike. You're gonna kind of see this like
Or you could, yeah.
green fey energy like below my feet, kind of like pushing me forward, and I'm gonna like get right up to you, and I'm just gonna like.
okay, he tries to bite him.
Roll to hit.
It's advantage.
There's a reason he was saying to back off.
And Sen held up a hand to say don't, and then you did.
That's fine.
So that's a dirty 20.
That will
Hit.
definitely hit.
Yep. So that's a D4.
Okay.
And so that's 4 total. I heal 4 HP.
4 damage. Okay.
And I start breathing normally again.
So through this bite, Hush is going to wrap his wings around you like a hug.
So, Hush dashes under over Sen's hand. That wasn't even supposed to be funny.
It was pretty funny though.
Goes, vaults right over. You see them impact with Brenton, and Brenton just immediately chomps down. Afterwards, Hush wraps their wings around Brenton. And there's just a moment, a pause.
An Eldritch Blast hits a few feet above your head.
Hush is going to say,
I don't take any more than I need.
Hush is going to say, there's a lot of weird things going on. It didn't seem like you.
It wasn't, but it was.
What do you mean?
I push you off of me, and I look at everybody. Tears coming down my face, blood. Pull my hood down, undo my braids, and pull my top down.
Like, what do we see?
You see one huge scar straight through where my heart's supposed to be.
Yep.
I've never had friends before, and I just almost killed one.
Brenton.
Twice. Let me speak, please. My name's not Brenton. I'm not exactly who I've said I am. Do with what you need to do after this as you will, but my friends call me Kex. And I have a lot of secrets. And
Hush.
if this is going to be it for me, I want everybody to know everything that I've been hiding.
Hush is going to maybe like falter back a bit, kind of stop himself. He's going to think. Brenton. Kex.
Either of them work, it's fine. I get it. The Azorius knows me as Brenton.
We also know you as Brenton. What do you want to be known as?
My friends call me Kex.
You know what I want to be known as?
Friends?
The person who got the fuck out of the Eder caps that are just watching us. This is fucking weird. Can we do this somewhere else?
Brenton, did you do that
No?
because you were doing that because you wanted to, or was it because of what we were fighting?
I mean, I felt like it was something that I needed to do, but in my head I didn't.
You didn't want to?
How
There's different. So those that are dominated understand after the effect drops.
Okay.
They were dominated.
Okay, so that's basically what I'm saying. Is like at the moment I wanted to, but no, that wasn't me.
Styx is going to reach a wing out and say, Brenton, or Kex, you're one of us now. Do you trust us?
Yes.
Do you grab my wing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Hush is going to use Cure
Sarah's
Wounds.
always gold.
Hush is going to use Cure Wounds when Brenton grabs my hand at second level.
I've never had friends before. Well, shut the fuck up.
First order of being a friend.
Listen here.
Casting modifier. Where the fuck is that? 4 plus. Is Is it spell attack? Oh no. 4,
Wisdom
3,
modifier.
6, 12. Or no, sorry. 6 plus 4, that is 12. You get 12 hit points
That's
back.
definitely 10,
That's
bud.
10.
Not again.
Love
Not again.
Love you.
10.
Love
You get.
man.
Oh, not again.
Love
God,
you.
Fuck.
God help us all when you have to do reverse math and like subtract.
So you get. So
This man determines
I-
rents.
I don't. Actually, I don't. That's a whole other story, though.
So-
Anyways, so I reach my wing out. I ask you if you trust us.
Yeah, so yes.
You grab my wing.
Yeah.
You just feel like. Actually, I would almost say one of my crows kind of like materializes on my wing and just kind of like kind of picks at his hand and then just looks up at him and like cocks its head a little bit.
Question for the DM though. How does this type of magic affect me?
It affects you normally.
Does it feel weird?
I don't think so. No.
That might be a giveaway for you in the past.
Yeah, I'm just.
So when that happens,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull you up, and then I'm going to.
I'm gonna. Before you.
Go for it.
Please, let's just get out of here.
That's what
I
I've been
was-
saying. Can we deal with the other caps or like
I was
get the
about-
hell
I'm
out?
sorry.
I was about to
just
say that,
having
too.
A little bit of a moment.
I know you're having a moment, but we could have a moment at a safer
I
spot.
almost killed my friend, and then I almost died.
I'm
Wait.
almost killing you right now.
Wait.
Let's just get out of here before we
Wait.
die.
Lolax, you hear what he just said?
Yeah. I've been calling him my friend for days now.
What?
Yeah.
Nobody
Wait, really?
else
That's why I
is-
said to get him up when he fell down.
Nobody else has really tempted me.
You
except
see
for
that
Simon.
S-Lane walks
I made
up.
you your favorite food.
Hi. Yeah. I love your guys' powwow. Lolax is right. We need to get out of here.
Yeah.
They are starting to wake up. Please.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
we should
yeah.
light the tree on
yeah.
fire.
Let's leave.
You want to light the tree on fire?
Yes.
Are we in a tree still? Is it in a tree? Like,
Yes,
can we
we're
see
in
it?
the
Is it a
tree.
tree?
It is still a tree.
Okay.
So it like the tree is an
You wanna
illusion.
just,
It's
like,
what's
do
inside
a
of
few,
the
like,
tree.
bang, 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 bang,
No,
small.
hold on a second. You go loot the corpse of the whatever that is. See if there's anything good on it.
No
You
corpse.
It's smoke.
try to go and see if you can figure out what elemental stuff is in there.
I'm gonna go check the goo
Yeah, the goo.
in the machine.
And then how about the rest of us slowly back out of here and just keep an eye on stuff. And then I'm gonna cast invisibility on you
Thank you.
and then back out with the rest.
Can Six see what's going on? Six is
By what? By what manner?
because I'm like on the fucking corpse of this thing. Can I see what's going on?
There's
Like,
no
can I see
corpse.
all of this powwow and then somebody going invisible?
There's no corpse.
There's no corpse. I just forgot to delete it off the screen.
Or
That said-
where the
You
enemy-
also said that you had walked up and started talking with Kex, Brenton, and healed them. So you're in that powwow.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sticks.
Yes.
No,
You were-
Hush healed me.
Hush was the one who did
But
that whole
who's
hard
on
time.
You,
first?
you literally specified that Styx walked up and did the cure wounds, and I assume that was correct because Styx is
He
the healer.
swapped the names.
What if I
2 or
told
3
you that-
times.
Okay,
Hush
Well,
actually
geez,
has cure
don't
wounds.
care. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was supposed to be like heart to heart between like, okay, who did
Yeah.
did you do this?
Can we
Okay, somebody
please
else, yeah.
leave?
Anyways,
we got it.
So
We got it.
can Six see all of this going on?
Sure.
Okay. Six is gonna see somebody go invisible, also go invisible, and then fly towards the party and just kind of hover above them, and just kind of like see what's going on and like figure out where he needs to go because he was.
We're leaving.
I'm invisible, but
All right, you are invisible.
You're
while
invisibly
they're doing
following
stuff.
them leave.
so is everybody leaving?
Yes,
everybody
everybody
is
is
leaving,
leaving.
except for Sail, who turned invisible. You're not sure if he's following or not because you can't see him.
I'm going to follow everybody out then.
All right.
Can you use your mind thing? Because I think
It faded
shit.
as I
Okay.
went unconscious.
Sail, you
Okay.
got a limited time window here. I'm
That's
gonna
not
set it on
limited.
fire, but I'm going to wait a couple minutes, and I'm gonna do it from the outside.
As soon as there's a piece of the machine that Sael can't get by hand safely, he's gonna cast Mold Earth to try to finagle it. If
I said apparatus.
yeah.
It's not machinery like clockwork. It is legitimately just a piece of an alchemical set.
Okay.
That was collecting whatever this was.
Okay.
It then shattered on the ground, so there's no solid piece of this left. There is still active goop
Yes.
on the ground though that you could collect if you wanted to.
I will try to collect the old apparatus as well as a flask of the goo.
Sure.
All right.
I'm not even going to make you do a check. It's easy enough.
All right. Is there anything else in here? Is there-
Besides ettercaps?
yeah.
No. And you can see as you look up, and with your pretty good passive perception, something had been lulling them to sleep.
Uh-huh.
And as things start to happen and start to move, you see they're starting to almost break out of like cocoons and start to make their way down. They haven't clocked you guys yet, but they're starting to become conscious.
Okay. I'll make my good escape.
All right. You guys make it out?
I just want you to know, if I felt like I was role-playing Sen properly, I probably would have smoked Kex.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to make that character choice.
That's why I backed up when that was the person looming over me.
So we're on the outside of the tree now?
You most certainly are.
Okay, this is decision moment. I can smoke this thing. Do we want to?
Hush is gonna.
There's a lot of stuff waking up in there.
This is an ancient Fey temple.
Sen, what do you think?
It should be burned to the ground.
What is?
Hush is gonna hold out his wing. Eslaine.
You might be... By burning this down, you're losing a gateway to an entire people. They may never be able to come back. You might be signing a death warrant to an entire civilization.
What's the civilization?
The Fae.
Eldrin.
It may be corrupted now, but that means it can be cleaned.
Seal,
Mm-hmm.
can you mold earth the entrance so that you're trapped in there?
I can if we take a little bit.
I think that's okay.
Alright. You guys want to keep a lookout? Make sure nothing's coming from the branches or behind us?
Can anybody assist with that? Not magically, but like.
Well, Styx can do an aerial view. There are quite a few people here who are literal, like, eagle eyes. Yeah.
Hush is going to be 100% against burning down this tree.
After hearing that, I can't.
Oh, it's dirt or stone. You choose a portion of dirt or stone that you can see within range that fits a 5-foot cube.
That's a broken cantrip.
It's because nobody ever thinks digging a hole is useful, but if you dig a 5-foot by 5-foot by 5-foot cube in 6 seconds, that's fucking useful.
It's like, hey, you standing there? You're not standing there anymore. You're standing 6 feet below there.
So can you do it?
Yep.
All right.
Give me a little bit.
I'm gonna
Styx is going to
stand watch
circle the
as best
tree.
as I can.
Styx is going to circle the tree, keeping an eye out on all the cocoons, making sure they're not dropping down.
Did we notice anything on the tree line like ahead of time?
Anybody who would like to, go and give me a perception check.
Styx and Hush will.
Oh, I should probably roll.
Ooh! Oh. I don't like rolling 2 dice for
13.
like the same check. It's fucking. It's.
Ooh.
I actually have
I
no
pulled
idea.
Colby.
What are they?
I have no idea.
So Styx rolled a.
I think Andre's perfected the art of yeeting it not into the box
That's
more
fair.
than me.
That's fair.
So Hush rolled a 25. Styx rolled a 16.
16. All right. So, anybody who rolled above a 15, which is the majority of the party, Twang does... Sorry, not Twang, but Eslaine does seem a little distracted looking at what's going on with the tree, so she doesn't make it.
Yeah.
But Twang sees it, and anybody else who rolled a 15 Standing on the ground towards the edge of this clearing is a small bird. It looks to be a raven, but it has its wings up. It has red underpinnings. And it is just standing there and kind of moving back and forth, back and forth. It looks like the normal size of a raven. Moving back and forth, almost like it is waiting for permission to approach. Almost like it has its little hands up.
How far away is it?
Probably about 90 feet.
So it's
I'll
like,
start approaching it.
sorry, it's a raven with like red underwings.
Mm-hmm.
Hush is going to like talk with his brother kind of quietly. Like, have you ever seen anything like this?
Has he? No, he has not.
Would Sail have noticed the raven?
You're a little busy.
I'll walk towards it.
I'm sticking my hand in
Hush
the
will-
dirt and
Hush will come up
flinging
with
it
you.
like a wave of water, and it freezes.
Oh, what a weird visual.
Hush will come up with Brenton.
Yep.
All right. Kex and Hush start to approach this bird as it is holding its little hands up.
We've talking to do.
As you guys start to approach it, it approaches you. And in a very plain voice. One of broken mind. Morsel for your thoughts.
Broken mind.
Stone feathers. Morsel for my thoughts.
Hush is gonna
Is
reach
stone
into
feathers
his pouch and grab for a piece of a ration,
Sure.
a-
and
stone
then
feathers a dig
toss
at
it.
Inku?
Toss it at the unidentified raven.
You toss it down on the ground. It reaches up and gobbles it down very quickly. And then looks at you and almost expecting.
What is this tree?
The meeting tree. Where the water folk come.
Hush is going to perk up. Sayo wasn't paying attention, or he was busy.
It's just
He's
you.
busy at the moment.
What was inside the tree?
It pecks down at the ground.
Hush is gonna grab a piece off of the ration, toss it.
It gobbles it up quickly and then looks at you expectingly.
What did Keck say?
I said, what was inside the tree?
He's gonna mimic Kex's voice. What was inside the tree?
You see it cock its head, and then in Kex's voice, it answers back. Sorry, I have to think about how we would actually answer this.
Mhm.
Is it like riddle? Are you gonna make us solve 5th grade puzzles?
A little bit.
I hate you. Oh fuck.
A Renton's place to the chaotic place.
A rentant? Like
A rent in space to the chaotic place.
a rent in space to the chaotic.
Sayil, at this point in time, you've probably finished up,
Okay.
and you look around and you see something you actually know quite well.
Uh-huh.
That's a blood raven.
Mm-hmm.
They give out prophecies and answer really tough questions for food.
Whoa! And you just see you just see Hush throwing rations
I'm
to
already
it.
ripping off something because I got the vibe now.
I'll just say, like, in Primordial
Throwing
and
it.
or Sylvan, like, I will give you the most blessed of food
I'm already
offerings.
throwing it.
Wait, pick which one.
I'll say it in Sylvan.
Who am I?
You are one of 2 minds. The one has been lost. Talk to the mother of the sewers to find it back.
What? What the fuck? No! Ooh.
Sam, you gotta leave. You can't be in this party no more, dog.
So I was like digging through, like
You see as it gobbles up, then you call over to it, it starts to kind of hop and then fly towards you.
Hush
It
is
does
gonna.
not grace you with its feathers on your hand. It lands at your feet instead.
Hush is gonna run over
what
to
is that,
Sayil's
Sayil?
side.
Everybody back it the fuck up.
Okay. But what is that?
I'm gonna hop back.
What is that?
This is it's a blood raven. It is one of the Fey portents. It tells prophecies and answers questions and knows more than it ought, and it does so in exchange for food.
Oh.
So we're gonna be going back to town immediately after this, as I'm gonna be burning as much of our food as this little fella here will take.
Good thing you have your pouch.
Wait, you go first. I got a question.
Where is the thing that eats our memories?
Underneath the island in the lake.
Fucking knew it. This dog shit
Right.
motherfucking knew
Can I
it.
throw some of my food at it?
Sure.
What happened to my mom?
Oh. The Night of Flame was burned away by their patron's rage.
I just want to take a moment to say Andrew's like ad-libbing is beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful.
You've lost your moon.
Wait, can all of us hear this? Wait, does it speak common? What does it speak?
It's speaking.
It's speaking in common.
All of us can hear this.
Where is it? Strips of bacon. Like whole strips.
It's eating, and you see that it's starting to eat a little bit slower, as it's probably getting a little full. As it's getting a little plump and just looks at you and just... Stuck between in catacombs. Where the sewer mother makes their home.
Uh-huh. Where is my mother?
Jesus fucking Christ, dog. The fortune-telling raven is gonna be a fat motherfucker when they walk away.
I don't want to spam this and overuse this, but at the same time, I have
Let's
more
say,
questions.
After this one, it's only got about one left. So,
What, okay, are we
you asked
going
where
to
your
three
mother
or-
is?
We can only do it one at a time.
You asked it
How
two
about you
already.
guys roll a d20, keep to yourself for now. I'll ask you in a moment.
You already asked two.
Yeah, I'll let them.
Moonlit court under waves. Seashell thrones where she spends her days. You're an unwitting prince.
Excuse me?
My words I do not mince.
Andrew, you're a god. You're a literal god.
I just hold up a strip of bacon for somebody, and I sit down.
Hush is gonna come over to you, seeing them
19.
like fucking busting their minds. He's just gonna
What'd
wrap
you
his
roll,
wing around
Jeremy?
you. I didn't roll. You guys go.
Okay, 19. Only one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there something special about my blood?
Alive but dead.
Yes, I stumped you a little bit.
You did.
Because you don't want to give too much away.
Alive but dead, no longer red. A rage in twos. They both will lose.
A rage.
In twos.
A
A rage or a range? As
Rage, as in anger.
rage.
Okay.
In twos.
They both will lose.
They both will lose.
Yeah.
Fuck. So, you
So-
gonna say something else?
Okay, so what? All of us like
As it takes
Sail's
this last strip of bacon, you see it waddle away.
I'll shout like the equivalent of kindest blessings in the Fae. Like a living saint just walked off and was like, you rocked my shit, but thanks. Like,
Hush will also do the same. He'll mimic the words, but in his own voice.
All right. Those that would like. Actually, not those that would like. Specifically, Sail and Hush. Go ahead and give me either history or nature checks.
Andrew brought the thunder today. Damn.
21.
That's a 10.
10. All right. This is a knowledge that you would know then. You would. So, understanding that the Valkyries have a very different purpose in the Barrack North. They're not connected to the end of Empire as much, etc., etc. Blood Ravens are also seen as familiars and mouthpieces of the Raven Queen,
Mm-hmm.
the Mother Valkyrie.
Yep.
Wait, Hush wouldn't know this.
No.
Okay, cool. Sayo,
Mm-hmm.
I gave it food, and it was answering questions, and you seem a little bit shaken. I've read plenty on the Fae, but I don't necessarily know what this is. And you seem...
Those are from the Raven Mother.
They're not technically Fae. Rolling over that check as well, you also know they don't understand what they're saying. They are literal portents. They are, at the end of the day, just ravens
With special feathers.
with special feathers.
They
They don't understand what they're saying.
It's almost like... It's like
just know
a...
to find people, show their wings, and then they might get food.
It is a learned behavior. Yes.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Does
So-
the Mother of Sewers ring a bell?
Let them talk. We'll see.
What was that? It was a blood raven. I haven't read about this.
At home.
Home, the north.
Yes, those
Okay.
are an omen. Usually they mean somebody has the attention of the Raven Queen. They speak truths and prophecies that they do not understand, but they are never wrong. My mom's not dead.
My mom had a patron, but she was a paladin.
What?
Maybe not just a paladin.
Why? Oh, okay.
I don't know what moon I lost. That's a little concerning to me.
Why would it be sent to us? Is it a bad omen? Is it a good omen?
The mouthpiece of our patron deity telling us where we need to go and like giving us answers to our shit is definitely not a bad thing.
Do we ask it where we need to go?
Kind
The
of
island under the lake and then to the sewers
a wrench in space.
The island and the lake. Isn't that where we...
fought the.
And I asked, or you asked what it was, a wrench in space to the chaotic place.
That could be any number of planes
any
that I
fucking
can
thing.
think of,
Fuck.
but that's a few bad ones possibly. And apparently we passed where we need to go. But
Maybe we should have asked about the Ascended.
No.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
no use crying over spilled milk. We have what we have, and we don't what we don't, I suppose.
At this point, how is the party looking?
Sad.
Who's looking extra spicy rough?
You kind of evened me out a little bit.
Kex
In 2 ways.
and Hush were the two that got hit the most.
Yeah.
Ironic.
It's like rain on your wedding day.
That hits home.
Or free raid when you're free
Styx,
raid.
seeing
Literally
this,
rained
is
up all
going
over
to
me,
use
my
a
guy.
cure wounds on both Styx and Kex.
I played Big Jenga outside.
What time of day is it?
So it was dusk when you guys approached,
Mhm.
and then you guys had a powwow inside, did some spell casting inside, some investigating after the combat and everything like that. It is turning. Sorry, it's not turning. It has turned night. It's probably about 9 o'clock.
Kex,
We
12.
need to get out of here.
You get 12.
We could maybe make another hour or two before we need to bed down.
Yeah, but we need to bed down.
Mm-hmm.
How far are we from the last place that we made camp?
How far are we from the lake?
From the lake,
Wow.
like a day and a half.
Yeah, it's the other side of
Grossmont.
Grossmont.
We're
You're a full day from Grossmont. You're a half day from the cottage.
Because we had to go through all those webs, and we
Mhm.
didn't clear any of those ones out.
Nope.
What time is it again? Sorry.
And
9 o'clock at night.
I don't want to camp near this tree that we just blocked off.
I think we make an hour or two out of here as quick as we can, and then we bed down.
We can travel.
Sounds-
We can travel into the night to get back to the cottage.
Sounds. I agree with Sayil.
I'm kind
I
of worried
think-
about the spider webs, though.
Traveling at night is a next level bad idea in Feywoods,
It's already night, though.
but we need to for at least an hour or two. I don't think we push further than
I
that.
think when we should just stay
Okay.
here.
Do we stealth?
No, we rerun.
Okay.
Hush is gonna speak up to his brother in a slain.
Do you want to fight?
Do you think that you have
here?
enough in you to get us past the tribulations that we have ahead of us so that we can, lay down for the night?
Twain would say, in my opinion, we get as far away from this tree as possible, probably out to the west. We avoid the trail at this point, and we find a place to bed down.
And don't
If we
fuck
hide it-
with anything.
Correct. If we hide it well enough, no fires,
No
hide
lights.
the campgrounds, no lights,
Absolutely not.
we might be able to get away with it.
What's everybody's thought on this? Twang is a
We don't have an option.
We need to start going. We need to
go now.
I think we listen to Twang as the most experienced party member.
Slain. Do you agree?
You see that she's still kind of looking at this tree, this weird infection that has taken it over, and she kind of just looks back and goes, "Yeah, sure."
Can Hush go over and just try and
I'm not
comfort her?
satisfied with the resolution here, but we can't do anything about this today. But we won't burn it, even though I'm not that concerned about land plants.
Yeah.
It might fuck over water people, and I can't have that.
Hush is gonna say
That's
we all seem to be on the same page
bias.
about the meeting
Maybe.
tree, and we all see it as an important part of the ecosystem here.
No.
Um,
It's an important part of fucking up the ecosystem around here right now.
hey Sayil, don't care, didn't ask.
All right.
I know. I'm
Just kidding.
I
But-
cast go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. What do I roll, baby? Let's go.
I'm
All
just-
right,
I don't wanna talk
you guys
about
are fucking around. You got a question, like, legitimately, like, half hour ago.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Does the mother of sewers ring a bell?
Roll me a history check.
Sure.
I said outright we need to go back to the sewers and deal with stuff there.
At advantage.
That was gonna be one of my questions, but I asked dumb questions, so
21. There's Matron Cavus, who you know is like a very high-ranking Golgari figure. The only other couple people you might think of are the Mother Hags. So like Mother Tolasaval, there are a few others, but through
Those-
your investigations earlier,
Yeah.
you know that they all report to her in the
Those are
first place.
subordinates.
One or two. The mother of sewers. It was the mother of sewers to no more, basically, at the end of that.
So can we all like discuss this while we're walking towards where?
Quietly.
100%.
Okay.
Can
Quietly.
I just want to say something now because I feel kind of bad. Does Sen get one retroactive question in the future,
Yes. It's,
or I just thought I'd put that note
I
out now.
I rolled for the amount of questions.
true.
Okay.
They were all used. But
Mm-hmm. I
Give
just
him a vision or something later.
Maybe at
it's
nighttime.
just that,
Maybe when we
that
bed
little
down?
missed opportunity, you know.
Yeah.
It was a pretty
We'll see.
big deal to miss out on. Just
only so much I can do.
can't only
I'm
always
okay with
control it. Yeah.
Sayil not having asked that question about his mother. If that's a fair trade.
No.
Okay.
That's I didn't ask my mother question because
Okay.
Who has mommy issues
Yeah.
here?
Did
I apparently
can I also roll a history check for like who my mother's patron might have been?
Do you believe that was openly discussed in your household?
I don't think that it would have been.
But you did work in the Baron's court. So it may have been discussed there. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Big numbers.
And I don't add anything to it.
Oh, it's just history.
Okay. Sure. Nap one.
That is heartbreaking. Okay. It was the difference between if it was discussed in your household, you would have had advantage. But it was discussed in passing in the court. So that allowed you to make the roll at all.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you don't remember anything in particular. Other than the fact that you know that there is armor and such at your house in Breezecliff that may have like a coat of arms and stuff like that from your mother. But nothing that you can firmly grasp at the moment.
I would not have thought to ask that question if you hadn't first. Sayil was like, oh, I could ask that.
literally had it pulled up. I was like, the Whispering Witch brought up my mother, but then mother. No, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not
We
gonna
all
lie.
just have mommy issues.
Just
That's
like
why we're
out of game
adventurers.
player to player, I was gonna ask about Bobo. I was gonna ask where Bobo, if Bobo and Dak were safe and in hands that could care for them.
Something for the future.
Yeah.
No, and they can care,
Was
but they
that a-
aren't going.
A roll
Yeah,
D100 thing.
That was from Denise. That is a random encounter on the random encounter table.
Thank you, Denise.
Thank you.
They are one of her followers.
Thank you, Denise.
Dope.
Hello, Denise.
I don't know them personally.
That
Okay.
was big pog.
That-
Yeah.
Insane.
that the
Like
96?
literally.
You just took character development from here to.
Was that the 96?
No. That was a 68.
What?
What?
Whoa.
There are random event tables.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
68 was like
That's
right
just a
in the
random
middle
thing.
of like really good.
So
Excellent.
basically, how the tables work is that the D100 tells me what table to roll on in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh.
just because you got a 68 this time doesn't mean it's going to be a Blood Raven the next time.
Right.
Excellent. Okay, that makes sense. So it's like the D100 is like you pick a point and then you go from there, kind of
It
thing.
assigns you a table. Yeah.
Excellent.
So-
That's how it works for like rolling loot as the dungeon master.
Discussing things as we are walking through.
Yeah, we're hauling. Yeah.
So the mother of sewers. I'm looking at Sayil with this.
Matron Cabas.
Matron Cabas.
Hush is
Or-
gonna be
well,
with you, by the
well,
way.
I would know her as. Would I know her as Matron Cabas?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That is her official title.
Or not Nagma, but I would know her probably as both.
No, you would
No,
know her as
you
Matron
wouldn't-
Cabas.
You'd only know her as Matron
Okay.
Cabas.
Remember how I said I dug into some things?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like she might hold answers for both of us. The bird greeted me as broken mind and gave me condolences. And then said, I'm one of two minds, but one is lost, and that she would know what it is.
Matron Cabas probably knows more about you and where you came from.
Can-
top of go ahead.
I'm sorry. Can Hush like while we're walking, kind of like, I feel like I'm with you too. I want to like stiffen up as the result of talking about Matron Cabas and this whole thing. And just kind of like, maybe like I'm walking in between you, like I'm still a bit wounded, like I'm hobbling on you and you can just feel me like tense up, like you can feel the muscles.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah. And then I wonder, does the second thing it told me, you've traveled obviously a great deal. Does the second thing mean anything to you that I'll reread it to you if you need me to. That it told me.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
Alive but dead.
You're speaking away from the microphone. If you could.
Alive but dead, no longer red, a rage in twos, they both will lose.
Well, it sounds like there's two minds.
But that was asking about my blood.
There might be two bodies.
How was that?
I don't speak Blood Raven.
I don't either. You just seem to know a lot more than any of us did about it. So it's been a day. I'm just throwing shots in the dark because when I left, I had no questions, and now I have more than I ever thought I would have in my lifetime.
A Blood Raven. At home, it's not always considered a good thing to have drawn the attention of the God of Death.
Mm-hmm.
So a Blood Raven is a mixed signal.
So I found out that I'm dead.
Yesterday.
Mm-hmm. I found out that my mother was a drow and she owned a bar. Oh, you didn't know that?
I knew that probably at least one of your parents was a drow.
What did I miss? What did you say?
For the same reason, I know that one of mine was probably an elf.
I would have thought the bar thing would have triggered you a little bit.
No, that you're the second character of. Never mind. I'm not gonna throw that shade.
Something about a narc?
I apparently have two minds and two bloods.
Well, one is a vampire. The other is not. You know, that's how it works usually.
How's about when we get set down tonight? I want to do a quick check of something.
Please.
Sure.
Also, just saying, it's 10:30. Can we go to 11? Just with everything.
Oh, I don't work tomorrow, so yeah.
Oh.
As long as everybody else is okay with that.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Full send.
Yeah, I'm completely
I'm
fine
too
with that.
hyped right now.
Excellent.
I
This is
gotta
great.
get a little
This
bit
is
more
it.
like conclusion.
Yeah, I
for
love
the night.
this. This is great.
Okay.
I love it.
So, does anybody else want a small talk until we make camp?
I think so.
Do you want to go?
I mean, to be honest with you, Lolax is not saying anything.
Really?
Like he's like probably next to like Islay because he was like right next to her the last time they were marching through the forest, and like he hasn't said a word besides my mom had a patron. And paladin.
I feel like Styx probably wouldn't. Can Hush make like a perception check to see like Hush is with Kex and Sail, right? And can I make a perception check to just like maybe like in passing kind of know like Lolax is a little quiet.
I'm actually going to say no. So, if you're going to be with a group and talking with a group as things are going on, you're going to be with the group and talking with the group as things are going on.
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes you got to make character decisions about who you want to talk to and when, and you can't always be a part of everything.
Okay. So, with this going on, I'm just
Then
going...
Styx will. No, I'm kidding.
Now, Styx, on the other hand, is... Well, the benefit of having two characters. Wow. This is the best metagame knowledge I've ever had. I have one with one group and the other with the other.
You done goofed, Andrew.
Styx is probably just walking amongst everybody, but Hush when they're talking about Matron Cabas and hearing Kex talk about everything going on with Matron Cabas and like, oh yeah, I'm like my person is like heavily tied with that. He's gonna stiffen up, and I mean, you would probably feel that, right?
I mean,
like you were focused on talking with Sayo, but like I was kind of like
you were walking with me, kind of
maybe leaning on you a little bit.
I'm
a little
arm
hurt.
in arm, so I could kind of feel the jolt, I guess.
So like I'll tighten up, and then I'm just gonna say like, I'm gonna just tell Brenton. I'm just gonna tell Brenton the only reason I'm here right now is because of her.
That's unsettling.
And I was uneasy about even coming and meeting with everybody because of the things that she told me. But there's a lot to do with her that we'll have to look at right now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about her?
I know most about what everybody on the surface knows, and then I would say maybe a little bit more, but nothing. As I said before, when I dug in on her, I met a lot of dead ends. There's definitely some stuff going on with her, but nothing. You can, in your head, you know they connect, but there's no proof. If that makes any sense.
Have you met with her in person?
Meeting with and seeing are two different things.
Yeah.
Like you haven't talked with her personally, but been in the same area.
Chat, but we've probably been in the same room a couple of times.
Right. With your kind of line of work, you definitely wind up in like the Stones Causeway quite a bit, as well as Slate House, and you know that she frequents there a lot.
Yes.
And does a lot of business with the Radali sisters there. So also just being the Slate House, you know, it's kind of the meeting grounds for like a lot of the criminal underbelly. So for somebody who works the way you do, it's kind of a nice place to be.
And dealings with Golgari, was that another thing or no?
You would know just straight up that she is second in line in the Golgari hierarchy.
So what do you want to tell Hush?
I mean, I would say, what I basically already said is like, there is some shit going on, but there's no proof. She's very good at covering her tracks and knows that nothing can be pinned on her. I've investigated her several times, and things related to her come up with nothing every time.
It's unsettling knowing that we lost not only family, but a friend to this person, and they're still able to roam free. And any information you can give us would help. I understand. I know that you're giving us everything, but if we can later on when we can dig into channels, if we can, that would be great.
I'm giving you all I know, but not all I can do.
What do you mean?
Oh wait, this isn't as important as this.
That's all I was gonna say. It's like you'll see.
All right.
Stop being edgy and mysterious. We already know your fake name and that your mom did a thing.
Also, yeah, at the end of that, I'm just gonna add like still kind of like putting a hand over his wound, just like I think we still have a lot of talking to do.
We do, but
if I remember correctly, those that were in the room during this conversation, I need Sail and Lolax to make me history checks, please. Fairly low DC. I could be wrong about who was in the room at this time.
18.
18.
That one?
11 less than that.
All right.
I like that. It
was
makes
a
it seem less
conversation
bad.
between Bobo and Grand Tuck about creating a small task force to go and raid Nagma's old hideout.
Mm-hmm.
So you would know, just from like that previous experience, multiple entities in Guild Row are currently looking at her. There's a good chance that you could tag along in those task forces if you wanted, being Guild Pack certified.
Mm.
So, alright, I hear, like, would I hear this conversation?
I'm not hiding.
Yeah,
any
we're not
conversation
hiding
that
it. We're
Are
just
they, like,
talking
behind me
about
or
it.
something like that?
I assumed that they were in front of you. You said that
okay.
you were in the back with Essling,
I was
which is
just
kind of
like-
why I'm like, you can understand what's going on up there, but Hush, being in front, can't magically look behind them and
Yeah.
understand that you're being quiet.
So, hey, you guys.
Huh?
There's task force for talking to Nagma in Guild Row, and we could probably get in on those if you want.
That's
Force put together by who?
I might pass.
Grand Tuck.
there's probably at least a few.
Oh,
A few?
Seems like she's pretty well known.
She's
how
And
did you?
she's
know
got
that?
eyes on her.
Oh no, there's
I
more
was
than
there
a
for the
few.
conversation.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured I'd mention it.
That's. Grand Tuck. Okay. Alright.
Lilax.
Not who I'd expect, but
Probably talk to your bosses too.
Oh, you know Lilax?
Lolax?
Or sorry, Lilax. Grantuck.
I know a lot of
Sorry.
people that are kind of officials or up the chain
Okay,
in
okay.
most of the guilds.
So like
All-
anybody who might be like top of the watch or something like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Any high-ranking official I know. I don't know them personally, but I know them.
I'm gonna like turn back. Lilax. I don't want to be there.
What?
If we have to meet with her or have to go and speak somewhere with her there, I don't want to be there.
I was just bringing up what I heard. We don't have to do anything.
That sounds like the next play when we get back to Guild's Row is gonna be going after her.
Sounds like the best person to at least try to get answers from.
If it comes to diplomatic conversations, I'm not your guy.
I'm not asking you to say anything to her.
I would rather be somewhere else because I was told to bring Bobo to her. And she probably has Bobo. And Bobo's my friend. He's my family. And just the fact that I would meet with her knowing that that's probably the case.
It was his Uncle Clang was also Bobo's Uncle Clang.
We're related by blood, right?
No.
You're related by
So,
marriage.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Family is family, you know?
I don't know.
Wait.
As far as I know, Uncle Clang never got married.
I thought that was like our connection was we were actually family.
So, above table.
Second time.
Above table.
Yes.
All that was said is that you both had Uncle Clang, who happened to be the same person.
But there wasn't any distinction on if it was blood.
The
It could
two
have
of
been.
you didn't know each other. You just happened to both know the same Uncle Clang.
Okay. So, well, okay.
You know for sure that is your blood Uncle Clang.
So, like, face value, Hush, like, talking with Bobo briefly about it because, like, we just kind of briefly, like, mingled about, like, hey, this guy, like, oh, it's Twang? Or Clang? It's like almost the same automatopoeia, whatever.
5 birds? 6?
Oh, fucking A,
So
man.
many burbs.
Do you have,
Um,
like 6 bird names right now?
So,
3 bird.
what I'm saying is, like, from Hush's perspective.
100%.
Like,
Yes.
that's my family.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about our Uncle Clang. Like,
I'm just saying that Twang looks visibly confused by this.
Yeah, so, like, I'm gonna completely ignore that and just be
Bobo's
like,
family.
like,
Is
all
Bobo.
of this, all of this stuff that's happened. Like he's
My
family.
brother Bobo,
He's important to me, and I can't be there because of the interactions that I've had with Matron Cabas and my friendship with Bobo. And to be honest, like I don't feel safe around Matron Cabas. So if you guys do that, I just have to not be there. I'm totally okay with that. But I feel like it's in the best interest of our guild, and it's in the best interest of everybody here, and also myself.
What if you and Twang just disappeared off into the sunset together?
Twang, do you remember Matron Cabas at all?
No, but I was gonna wait until watches. I'm more than happy to help you guys finish this contract out. After that, though, I want you with me.
Hush, I just have one question.
What is that?
I didn't know Bobo, obviously. Would he go see Nagma for you?
He tried to kill Nagma for him.
If you're
He's
that-
gonna hold his wing up. Bobo was a selfless person. Many people would say he was a selfish person. He did a lot of things that weren't favorable to many because he thought it would favor the few.
That's not what I asked.
I don't know.
Same situation.
I don't know.
I don't really think it matters. Listen, I mean this with no disrespect.
You're looking dead at me in the eyes when you say no disrespect.
No disrespect!
I look forward to seeing where this sentence
Absolutely
lands,
none taken.
Twang.
I'd rather do so.
Yeah.
But you see his Twain kind of like looks over the entire party and he goes, I've left my brother for a small amount of time. They've nearly died, become a statue, was part of a domestic terrorist attack, and is now gallivanting across the world with their bow half-strung.
I may have shared a bit too
Not
much.
in that order.
Sayil, I may have shared a bit too much. Just saying.
I understand what you guys are trying to do, and if my family wasn't involved with it, I would say it was great. But my family is involved with it. Hush, it's your choice, but I think you need a little bit more training, and I need somebody to watch my six.
Normally I'd argue with you, but since I almost killed him, and then you almost killed me,
Don't argue with him.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
Hush is
There's a
just gonna
solid
kind
point
of
in there.
like pace about for a second and be like, we don't even know what's going on with you.
Yeah, that's why I want you with me. You're the only person I trust here, implicitly.
Twang, I love you.
Then don't finish the
But I
sentence.
But I
and
love
come with
having
me.
2 characters more. I'm joking.
I know,
Twang,
but still.
we'll talk about this later. Let's figure out what's at hand right now. Okay?
Like I said, I'm more than happy to put an end to this. Well, help you put an end to this.
Who knows? Maybe it'll bring your memory back.
We'll see.
Okay. Twang, how far do you think we can stop now? Do you think we can camp out for the night?
So you start to look around.
I stopped eating spider webs a few minutes ago.
What?
I assume Sayil's like been in the front, kind of listening to this over his shoulder, but just kind of like trudging.
Like you made a cotton candy stick, like in Shrek.
Yeah, literally, just fucking twirling twigs around in the spiderwebs. I don't know.
So you see his Twang looks around for a bit. He goes, well, if you look at these markings here, and he's going to point a few of them out, there are still large beasts out.
Mm-hmm.
There are things rutting against the trees, and these do not look like the same markings we saw before.
Mm-hmm.
It is something bigger. I would recommend that we go a little bit ways out. If it's a beast of some sort, it's probably going to have a good nose on it. You can only hide a group this large for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. Well, let's get the herd a little bit further then.
Yeah. Can I, in Twang's voice, ask Rugvir what he thinks?
Just cock their head at you, kind of confused. They look at Twang, they look at you, they look at Twang, they look at you. Can't talk.
I love this. I'm gonna keep doing this to Rugvir. I'm sorry, Rugvir.
You see, there's a moment where they kind of just like sit down and start.
I'm gonna look at Twang. I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, in his voice.
Can I have the actor feat.
Please! Please!
I was thinking something similar.
Can I do my best Twang impression?
Give me a performance or deception check, your choice. At advantage.
I love your brain, Colby.
My favorite number.
69?
27. Natural 20 plus 7.
Let's go!
So
Poor Rugvir, no!
Rugvir is just like looking back and forth at these two, then hears this voice kind of in front, looks forward.
He leaves. He just walks away.
You see that they're actively trying to put these pieces of the puzzle together because they're just like, wait a minute, okay, those two look kind of alike. That one doesn't look anything like them.
What is this elf doing? Looks sounding like my fucking master, dog.
You see their nose kind of goes up in the air and they just basically stick to Twang and just look down.
I'm just gonna laugh.
You took
so
a perfectly
hard.
nice bronze dragon and you gave it anxiety.
I'm gonna laugh super hard.
What a quote.
Horrible moment.
I'll do it. I'm just gonna laugh really hard, like regardless of the circumstances or anything, and I'm just gonna be like, Twang, I'm so sorry, but that was a golden opportunity, and I felt like it was a great way to gain favor with your friend.
I'd say we all
He
share.
is smirking.
I'd say we all collectively, maybe aside from Estlane, share a chuckle there.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good, like,
What did you say? By the way, I need to throw it in Global on.
you took a perfectly normal.
A perfectly good bronze dragon gave it anxiety.
Yep.
Oh man. So, you guys have that chuckle. You leave out for a bit. Eventually, instead of that 2-hour mark, it's probably closer to 3, as you guys need to find a nice clearing with, sorry, not clearing, but a gap between the trees where the trees are big enough to give you a canopy without being so large they leave too much space between. Basically giving you guys the ability to slalom through and run and be able to react that way.
Take too much time.
See, as you guys are setting up camp, I assume like Sayel's getting a cold ration dinner ready, using your spices and stuff to try to spruce up what you can.
Yeah.
Twang is going to walk over to Hush.
A hearty salad.
I don't need any food.
I
Had some.
The two of us will take, well, the three of us, and he looks over at Rugvir, we'll take first watch, just so we can have a discussion.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna take second again.
I think we should do watches in teams. We have enough people.
Estlane will nod.
Sen will volunteer to go with Brenton.
Styx wants to go on
You
volunteer with literally anybody. Like he's just-
Estlane's volunteering if nobody else wants to do it.
Styx can go with Estlane.
Does Lolax want to put their name in the hat, or are they happy to just sleep?
Lilax isn't saying anything.
Still got the
Still-
lip pot.
Still got the plot.
So for
Ding ding.
the fourth, we have 3 watches.
Mm-hmm.
So for number 4,
We don't need 4, do we?
You only need 3.
okay.
So it's like 6 hours of sleep, but there's 2 hours of downtime. that people are able to use to do things like alchemical checks,
Take
etc.,
watch.
etc.
Mhm.
Well, the watch is when people are asleep.
That's
It makes sense in my head. You only need 3 watches.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it does.
agree with
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I mean, if you want to like try to do something in the morning, we can do that too.
Instead of waking you up.
Can I chat with you and when we got a good night's sleep in us?
Sure.
So, what would Twang and Hush want to take? First watch, last watch? I would assume not middle watch.
Twang was trying to get first.
Nobody
Okay,
wants
yeah.
me to watch.
Except for
Middle watch is like, you
I've
sleep for a
taken
couple
it every
hours, and like,
time.
ah, fuck,
I know.
really?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Sales noted that and appreciates you a little bit more every time because he doesn't have to do it.
Okay, yeah. So Hush will just, when Twang asks that, he'll say yes, sir, and fucking sit down, chat with everybody before we go to bed and talk with
Does
Sayel.
anybody have anything that they want to say while we're all still up? We have some quiet.
Night.
Oh, Hush is gonna say, I was gonna ask the Blood Raven about Bobo, but I felt like, I kind of inadvertently asked it questions without really knowing what it was. It asked for payment or rations or food, and I gave it food, and I asked it questions that
We didn't understand the significance.
Can we just go
I
to
know.
bed?
Kid,
It's been a long day.
just
We can go to bed.
just real quick.
Okay.
Weird ask from. I don't want to feel like I'm excluding you, Twain or Eslane, but from our group, can I get a powwow real quick?
sure.
Oh, you wanted
yeah.
to do a thing on me, remember? So you wanted to
The-
check something on me again? When we had a moment to
Oh, a
speak?
spell check, maybe?
No, you said you wanted to check me out again.
Oh yeah, that's part of the thing.
Okay.
Hush is gonna look over to Twang, like almost asking for approval.
Oh, he just nods, and you see he's gonna go start setting up a perimeter spot. Excuse me, sorry.
I feel it necessary to at least do some sort of reaching out to the Raven Queen after we got sent. I feel like I didn't have a full reaction to how fucking crazy it is to have a Blood Raven show up.
Is that the only thing that you want to talk about?
Yeah, just really quick.
I'm good. Like, I don't want to talk about the rape
I-
right now.
I feel like
Let everybody
If-
deal with the trauma they need to deal with.
if Lilax wants to not partake, we should let him
All right.
go. Like Esling and Twang are setting up camp. Lilax, do you want to help them?
Sure, I can go do that. If there's anything else that comes up, come get me.
I
Well-
respect your religious beliefs, Lolax.
Thank you, man. It's hard to find somebody that will.
It's almost like the main focal point of the campaign.
Lilax, like. Oh wait, this will be Sticks. Sorry, I'm having a hard time designating them because
You're good.
like it's hard to
Not
both
laughing
think-
at you, just
Yeah,
laughing
yeah.
at the
Um,
need for clarification.
Lilax, I understand. We're sorry for pressuring you. Maybe I'm speaking for myself.
I just don't want to talk about. I just want to go to bed. It's been a long day. Like, if we want to talk about how we're the champions of the Raven Queen again, I am not. If you want to be, then you can, but I am not.
What if
Let's
I-
just go to bed. I don't think that's a fruitful conversation to have.
Just-
Well,
Okay.
you can feel free to talk without me.
Okay,
But
that's fine.
I'm-
Yeah,
I'm leaving.
Let him pass.
Lilax, I'm sorry. I don't want you to feel pressured about any of our
There's
beliefs.
no pressure here. I'm just telling you what I am and I am not going to do. And what I am not going to do is sit here and talk about somebody who decided that we're their champion and we get no say in the matter. We weren't even asked. So fuck that noise. I'm going to bed.
Okay. What was Lilax taking a watch?
No.
No.
Okay. Lilax, I hope you have a restful sleep.
Thank you.
We'll
I
fill
got
you. We'll fill you in the morning.
the
Gong,
copper
gong,
pot.
gong, gong.
Ding, ding.
Oh, that reminds me. I slept with it last night. Does anybody want the pot? Does anybody really want this?
Ding ding.
I don't.
As Sahil the slow turn.
I learned things when I didn't wear it. I don't want it.
Sticks is taking watch with this night.
I'm
right?
gonna do like a special like look at you. You sure?
I'm good tonight.
Okay. I'm not gonna leave.
I appreciate you asking, Lomax. I will make sure that Sahil doesn't throw a rock at your head.
Throw a rock at Kex's head.
Who's Kex? We don't even know who that is yet. I don't think that was openly discussed with everybody.
I get 2 names.
All right.
Pog.
I won't keep everybody up then. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll go quietly to Hush. I got a weird ask. I hope you don't mind.
You know, this past month has been just weird, so I don't really think anything can catch me off guard.
Can I have a feather?
Normally would be a very weird ask, but
I'm just gonna like and Hush. Okay, wait.
You take 1 point of piercing damage.
take another one. I like it.
I'm gonna pluck it out before I think about it, and I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna be like, it's gonna be like a nice like wing feather, right? Like a nice one.
It's like you
Sure.
just ripped out
Yeah.
a nice.
So it's gonna be like a nice,
Yeah,
like
that's
one of
what I'm
the big like crow feathers you find like
Mhm.
on the ground,
Oh,
right?
wait,
And
you
I'm gonna
just-
hand it to you, and I'm gonna be like,
just-
you know, Sahil, you're a really good friend.
Yep.
We've known each other for a long time.
I'm
We've
sorry.
known each other for not that long of a time.
I really didn't want to come across as insensitive. I'm
But-
sorry.
Just for my curiosity, you can answer truthfully or not. Why?
Well, usually when I'm near the water, I'll like tell the Valkyries, kind of like do a little prayer and do a filling in on the living deities. You know?
Say no more.
So
Say no more.
You're basically a raven, right?
I didn't want to be rude. I'm sorry if it came across as such. But
I appreciate you, and if you need anything from me, just let me know. I trust you.
all right. And then in the
I'll
center,
walk over to Twang.
in the center of our little camp, probably, I'll just take a dagger, right where I usually make a deal with Tall.
Splitting open this well-used scar tissue.
Damn. Oof.
And I'll just like run the feather through it.
Ooh.
All right, make me a con save. Do you know how dirty crows are?
Have you met Hush, bro? Like this dude don't bathe. Let's fucking
Okay.
do it.
Okay, sorry. Jokes aside, please continue.
Rip it through, pull the dirt up 5 feet, go to bed.
I'm watching all this and just very confused, but not questioning.
So it seems like you're making a makeshift altar.
A blood feather totem, and a quick "today was hard" goes to bed.
Okay, noted.
I do it for even when it doesn't do something. I like the flavor.
Sure. No, I'm just trying to mechanically. I'm trying to think about how I can reward this, and if I should reward this.
Now let it build up and give me an extra big present.
It's fair.
No, I like it. I like it. We're up and running. I'm looking at it right now. We dropped for a second, but we're fine.
I mean with no disrespect is almost immediately followed by disrespect. Facts.
Facts.
Before the rest of you go to sleep, is there anything else you'd like to accomplish? Going once, going twice.
Sticks can not for any reason other than Sticks wants to almost like preemptively, like instead of having his ritual in the morning that he normally does, like wake up, pray to his deity, pray to Kelmvor. He just wants to kind of have a ritual at the end of the night with Kelmvor and just ask for He just wants to ask for, the group's blessing moving forward and trying to find their correct path, as the scale may tip one way or another. He wants the group to find the portion of the scale they're on and for them to be devoted in it.
So we're not live.
I'm looking at it right now.
I'm looking at it right now.
You might want to reload.
I did.
I'm also on.
It
I
shows
can
that
see.
we're live on for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, that's
Thank you, though.
6. Just kind of he just wants to almost like see all of the things that's going on from like almost an outside source, similar to Brenton, and just being like, I just want to do anything that I can, basically.
All right. If you could go ahead and roll me a religion check.
Good thing Thack isn't rolling it.
Kex. Brexton.
Andrew heard Thack and he's like, oh, well, wait a minute. Let me...
There was something you wanted to say.
I'm trying to debate on. I really like this interesting moment that I might have with Sam, but I do have something I kind of want to do, but I kind of want to save it for that. I'm not sure yet.
All right, we'll get back to you then. Fucking make it easy.
Do I have any dreams after being visited by this raven? Given a prophecy /
I'm gonna have a discussion with Hush's twang, and I think that's gonna wrap it up for the night. And then we will get into the rest of that in the morning. That's why I was asking if there's anything you wanted to do before you guys went to bed.
I'll save
Okay.
it. I'll save it.
Okay.
So if you guys, because this is probably going to be end of session, if you want to do anything next session, probably write it down or make some notes.
Anything that's on your mind currently.
Yeah. Just 12 religion check for.
Alright.
For some reason, I thought it was way higher.
Are you at least trained in it?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's one step up.
Pog.
It's an intelligence-based skill for clerics, which are wisdom casters.
That's weird.
It's remembering facts.
It makes sense. Okay. So first watch comes.
Twing is gonna go and as you guys are walking your perimeter, he looks at you. Listen, I get it. I do. You've been through a lot with these guys, and you and I haven't seen each other in longer than I would like to admit.
That's true.
Which is his way of saying he doesn't remember how long.
Amnesia be a bitch, bro.
I get that you want to do good, but I think you can do better with me.
We made our fumbles, but we made our strides. We're not perfect. Nobody ever is. Yourself included.
I agree. I
And-
wandered into a mind trap.
He's gonna... Hush is gonna chuckle a little bit, like, bro. Brenton, Kex, put his head through the solid trap. Did you not think of that? Well, you can't remember, but I'm just saying. It's a little bit odd to me.
Most intelligent character.
I didn't have any backup at the time. And I don't even really remember it. And by the way, do you have my journal?
Well, Alex, did you ever hand it back?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
He's gonna, like, think, like, panic for a second, like, and then he's gonna, like, reach through his, and then he's gonna, like, calm down for a second.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna pull it out and be like, I do.
You see that he looks at it and goes, luckily my memory's been better. So I just want to reread this, though. See if I can retain.
Wait, it's been better?
Yeah, I'm not forgetting as much.
Is it, has it been since we been together or since we've been from like the cottage or further away from the cottage. My friends were speaking about oh wait, was this an open conversation that you were having about it being closer to the village, or was that more of like a private thing? I can't remember.
I think that was open. And I think that was possibly Esslane that actually initiated that conversation.
But I think it was Esslane and Lolax, where it was just like a conversation. It wasn't something that you were trying to hide, right?
Everybody heard when I asked the Blood Raven where the thing eating our memories was, and it said under the lake.
Okay.
Yeah.
So has it been
accountability though?
has it been since you've been further away from the city, from the town, or?
Well, that's the thing that's confusing me. Because if you look at the notes, I was still confused, apparently at the tree, and there was a pit, but not a tunnel. I wrote down that I woke up underground, not in a pit.
A tunnel. But, I mean, you saw what was happening. It was almost like an illusion cast by that being.
Right, but the illusion, I would have seen the illusion, right?
I mean, yeah, but
so
that
I
illusion
seen it as a pit, not a hole, not a tunnel.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I remember in the hut she said something about a glyph being cast on me, and there wasn't one in there.
When Styx was talking about casting the glyph, like just kind of like would Styx? Actually, I'm just gonna roll. Fuck it.
What are you rolling?
Inform the DM.
13 plus something because Styx was talking about casting the glyph of warding,
what
right?
What are you rolling?
Styx was talking about casting the glyph of warding.
What are you trying to remember? You can't just roll a d20 and be like, it's a number.
I'm trying to remember when Styx was talking with the group about casting this glyph on something that would cause something to happen if there was like an action that happened against it. Because Styx was open.
Hush, you were trying to remember what Styx said.
Correct, yes. It was a 13 plus whatever.
It'd be history.
That is a -1, so it's a 12.
12? Styx was talking about some kind of magic.
Could I remember at least he was talking about a glyph?
Yeah.
A glyph? There was a glyph that caused the accident?
I don't remember. That's my point. That's what she said, and this corroborates that I was down there at some point. I don't know. It's not the point anyways.
Yeah.
The point being, I need help. You're the only person I want to help me.
I see that.
I'm not saying you gotta stick with me forever. But I'm asking if you can help me get back on my feet and I can train you up in return.
You've done a fine job training me up, but I've lost a friend to my negligence. If it was you in my shoes, Boba would still be here.
I feel like that speaks further to my point.
Why don't we...
And I think it's pretty obvious that I can fuck up.
Everyone can. I've looked up to you for longer than I can remember. You've been the guiding star for what I want to be, and you have been the role model that I've looked up to and the goal that I've searched for. But I've seen you mess up. But you have been a point above myself, which everybody can see from the outside looking in.
He puts his hand up. Stop. I don't need to be put on a pedestal, and you need to realize your own worth. I love you, and I want to help you get better, and I need help. If you want to come with me, come with me. If you don't, don't. I'm just putting the offer out there.
He's gonna, like, I'm assuming we're, like, pacing around, or not pacing, but, like, walking around the camp, doing our watch. Hush is gonna stop for a second and just say, I missed you. You were a teacher that I haven't found since, and I don't think I'll ever find again. But these are my friends, and they may need me. So, let me think about it. Let me figure out what I need. Because I don't know. I don't know if I need friends or if I need a teacher. No matter what, you'll always be my brother. And we'll talk about it. We're obviously going to be together for a little while at least. What? So I'm going to, like, kind of, like, nudge up to him and just kind of, like, almost try and Hush is going to think about Thack. And think about the way that Thack came up to him when he was about to, like, fucking just try and, like, slug him when Hush came back. And he's going to kind of try and mimic that. And he's going to kind of, like, come up to Twang in almost a Thack-like, just big-bodied pose and just try and slug him, like, in his arm.
Okay. So, there's a few things that are going to happen. One, I need you to make an attack roll. Just to see if you can hit him, because he's pretty quick.
18 plus stuff.
Alright, that'll definitely connect. As you feel...
It's not going to be a damage roll.
I know.
Okay. It's going to be, like, connecting, like, almost like connecting with shoulder.
Yep. No, I got you.
Right.
I know the two of you are playing.
Yeah.
He knows you're playing. Rugir doesn't.
Very faithful dog.
So as you posture up, you slug forward, you tap him, the two of you share this moment, you smile, and then just by the seat of your pants, Rugir tears you down.
So my pants are gone or I'm gone?
Yes.
He throws you down by your pants. And
I'm
he's
gonna
just standing over you. Droplets of saliva coming down.
I'm going to, in my brother's voice, say, Rugir, do you know what a joke is?
The head kind of cocks as you hear your brother starting to chuckle. And I think that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Alright. So, thank you all for watching. We really appreciate it. Sorry, I was just looking at what some person rolled in the chat for a Pokemon name later.
Ask Clavitus. Let's go. Starters, Do you want to take Asclepius? Because I'll take Asclepius.
We'll rock, paper, scissors later for it. Anyways, thank you all for watching. We do this almost every Saturday, at least 3 Saturdays a month.
At least.
On top of that, we do a few different shows and stuff like that. We do a little bit of Minecraft, do a little bit of Pokemon. So if you want to come over and hang out with us doing that, awesome. We'd love to see you. Also, we have a Discord, and we have all of our social stuff if you want to follow us there. Discord is the best way to get a hold of me, at the very least. I don't know about the rest of you guys. I think Liz, too.
A phone call.
A phone call?
For me.
You just got to put your phone number out there?
No.
Yeah, put your... Okay.
555.
Colby, can you give us your phone number right now?
Internet, so nothing I can do about it.
425 555 6969.
Nice.
Some random person's getting phone calls now, just like, what the fuck? I don't know what the Dunderheads are. Fuck off.